are low, which means you can go so high, you know?
That is true. That is true.
Alright, I'm gonna grab a quick beer. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's get it.
Alright, and you're just in time for the game start. Spatchcocked Chickens versus Poppy Dog Esports Club. Cup versus Ruffneck. For the first round of lower brackets of PDC Mortal Season 2.
Yeah, I haven't really researched these teams too much personally, but who are you really looking out for? Who are your players to watch in this game?
I mean, I know Ka is the highest MR support in this league. He's position 4 and he's like almost 7k or like around 7k.
Oh, he's playing support?
Yeah.
Oh.
At least, you know, according to their spreadsheets, and I don't think they really changed. So, I know his Earth Spirit is quite famous, you know? Let's put it this way.
Sure.
So we'll see about that. And for the other team, I know Logical is their mid. He's almost 8k player, so it's pretty good. And I also know that he streams together with the Badger, like casts games a lot of times. So that's my knowledge of these two teams. You know.
Fair. And would it be correct to say that you played against Spatchcocked Chickens at some point during your PDCI season?
Yeah, I mean, we played both of these teams. So.
Oh, you played both of them. Okay,
yeah,
well.
and we won both of them as well. So,
oh, look at you. So do you think Puppy Dog Esports Club is probably taking out the Earth Spirit? Oh,
they decide not to. I haven't, you know, I'm not that under preparation. I didn't check like how often do teams ban it, how often do they actually pick it in a team. But apparently they trust it well enough to first pick when it's not banned.
Fair. I remember in your series you banned it both games, correct?
I mean, that would be not reasonable to expect. Let me check actually. Yeah, we did the first phase ban it both times.
I'm interested in the Lena ban from Spatchcock and the Silencer ban from Puppy Dog Esports Club.
Silencer is one of the most popular boss 5s right now, to be honest, so it's not that surprising. It's really strong. And I actually watched you play it in like a couple hours ago. So.
Oh gosh, I was playing at P4, right?
Well, whatever it is, but yeah, it's a really strong hero right now. They buffed it. They gave him so much damage. They gave him some burst, so he's actually very strong in lane, which is
true.
Pretty good to add to his arsenal.
Yep. As the Silencer spammer, personally, I mean, he's much better at support. I've tried him at mid, I think, 10 times, and I think I've lost 9 of those games, but currently 100% win rate at position 4 over 1 game. So, statistically speaking, much stronger support than a core. What about Lena? It's kind of a weird ban.
It's interesting. I don't know. Is it like a special hero for Logical? I'm not sure. Like,
yeah, looks like it. It's his most played in the past month, so...
well...
5 seconds
there he
remaining.
goes.
Fair. Rubik pick for Puppy Dog Esports. Seems like an Earth Spirit response, along with an Ember Spirit. I was about to say, actually, Ember Spirit is the most played hero on anybody over the past month, and it's I don't know, Weed Incarnate's actual... Is that his player tag? Or is that Ruffneck?
No, Ruffneck is CEO of Weed. I know that, but I'm not sure who that would be. We would need to check after the game starts. I think that shows.
Alright, well, it's Weed Incarnate's most played hero over the past month, at least.
I mean, I would expect that to be their mid, right? So that should be logical.
It's a pretty reasonable assumption. Do you think there's a possibility we see something weird like a Rubik 5, maybe like an Ember 4? I feel like, even if it is that, neither of these picks address Earth Spirit that well. I mean, I don't think Rubik's bad, but... I mean,
Rubik is good, but it has like an instant stun versus Earth Spirit, which can be useful sometimes. Shadow Fiend in the first phase. I do like Shadow Fiend right now. It's a strong hero. I'm not sure about first phasing Shadow Fiend. I'm not sure if it's that strong.
Yeah, I think it's one of those picks where it just gives your draft a lot of flexibility. You can play Shadow Fiend 1, you can play Shadow Fiend 2. If you're a psychopath, you can play Shadow Fiend 3. So I think maybe Spatchcocked Chickens is just trying to keep their draft open. They know that Shadow Fiend's a strong hero, and they know
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
gonna get
sure, like,
Ember
it's a
mid as well.
hero that doesn't have that many counters, in a sense, like, that in the end he gets his BKB and he can stand and right-click over there, right? Like, in the end, at some point, it comes to the point in the game, so... It's interesting.
It's possible that they suspect it's Ember mid, and then they're just picking Shadow Fiend in response, but it is a great flexible pick either way, right?
Yeah, you would expect Ember to be mid. Like, it's... Like, Ember could also be switched to pause 1, but you don't really want to do that. And I think Ember 4 would be quite a meme to do.
Yeah, especially with the Rubik 5. You're against an Earth Spirit, it could be kind of tricky depending on whatever offlaner gets picked.
They do pick Rubik often on the Spatchcocked Chickens, from what I see. And they pick it for... Oh, no, man, it's a different team. What am I saying?
Maybe they had some prep. I mean, I feel like they spent a lot of time on that first pick against the Earth Spirit. They had a plan to ban Silencer, and then Earth Spirit got picked, and they're like, we knew this was coming, but what are we gonna do about it?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how actually Rubik is good, because they insta-picked it into the Earth Spirit.
Right. It just seems weird. I feel like you don't pick Rubik right at the start of the draft. It just leaves a lot of options open for Spatchcocked Chickens to pick anything really that doesn't get countered by Rubik. So as long as they aren't picking like Lion or Shadow Shaman, you know, Rubik is probably gonna have
I mean, to be
less
fair,
effect.
they're already good steals. Like Earth Spirit himself plus the SF ulti. SF ulti is not that hard to steal, and you know, if you get a blink on Rubik, it can be quite devastating.
True. True. What about the bans? Primal Beast ban on Spatchcocked Chickens? That's not very common, seeing a Primal Beast ban.
I mean, Primal Beast is a good 3. Not everybody plays it though, so it really depends, like, you know, if their 3 plays or not. And unfortunately, you know, I'm not doing enough preparation to know what exactly every player plays in here.
No, that's fine.
The Wind Ranger is also quite strange to me. I haven't seen her that much.
Puppy Dog Esports Club ran out of reserve time.
Okay. That's
okay.
that's something I didn't see for a long time.
Yeah, I was confused. It's like I was watching their bans. It's like, okay, faceless ban, yeah, sure, and then they just didn't ban anything, and it goes back to Spatchcocked Chickens. Yeah. So it's like, what about the other bans? There's Mars. I don't know. Good against Shadow Fiend, I suppose.
It's pretty normal. Like, it's just a strong offlaner. You know, like, it's not that strong right now, but it's like, it's a hero that's never too bad. That's how I always put for the Mars. It's a hero that always has uses. Bat Rider and the Void, obviously very meta picks. So
right. And then Wind Ranger, that seems almost out of place. Can you see Puppy Dog Esports Club possibly picking a Wind Ranger? It just seems like a weird ban. I feel like there's a lot of other stuff you need to get rid of for Shadow.
I know that people play Wind Ranger 3 nowadays, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. Like,
Well, Treant
I know for sure that Spatchcocked Chickens didn't play as a team for almost a month or about a month. So, you know, because they had like some games cancelled or whatever before this. So, you know, maybe some rust. We never know.
Yeah, certainly not rusty enough to lose.
But obviously, you know, it's still 2 picks. Like, on the picks himself, you know, we can talk all about the bans. Picks himself seem fine for now.
Right. Ooh. Yeah, that's not too surprising. Death Prophet, huge
really
right now.
good Death Prophet games.
Yeah.
Night Stalker.
I like that. I think that's a pretty reasonable ban. Or pick, sorry. It's going to give your Ember a lot of info, you know, to go into a fight and not die immediately. It silences Shadow Fiend. It deals with Earth Spirit pretty well.
Yeah, the other thing I'm scared is that I don't see a way for them, like, to deal with SF after he gets, like, a BKB or something right now. Like, they don't have a true right clicker. Like, a Night Stalker can do a bit, but it's not that much. And, like, they don't have, you know, even before BKB, honestly, like, they don't have too much stuns, right? They have, like, roots. But it's kind of weird, like, if this Death Prophet, like, when Death Prophet has, like, Yule's BKB and Shadowfen gets BKB, I feel like it would be pretty hard for Puppy Dogs this game. They're obviously looking for like heavy right clicker, which is why the PA's gets banned here. I would expect maybe something like TA or something like that to be banned as well. Some heavy right click.
So I guess that's what Spatchcocked Chickens is just banning against, is these right clickers, right? It's
Yeah, of course, because like, you know, it's quite opposite what they would want here. Ember 1 is extremely unlikely. And also, I think they... Oh, never mind. It's just how the bans like are shown that their previous not ban goes forward.
Right.
I thought they missed the ban again. Yeah, Sniper, same idea. They don't have much catch except for the Earth Spirit. Like a Sniper would be really good actually for Puppy Dog, but we won't see it.
10 seconds remaining.
What do you think the Spatchcocked Chickens need? Because this DP is probably 3, right? 3 DP is more likely, but it could be 2 as well. It could be a SF2, it could be a SF1. Like, they have quite a bit of flexibility. And the Puppy Dog didn't ban anything.
Right, and I think that was a big pro taking the Shadow Fiend in the first phase.
Yeah.
Void Spirit? Yeah, I was going to say, they have a good amount of tower hit. They have a good amount of team fight with the Death Prophet.
Okay, so they insta-pick Drow, because so it's similar role as Sniper, right? You can stay in the back, they don't have too much jump, but they just got more jump with the Void Spirit.
Yeah, I feel like the snap pick to Drow Ranger is a little hasty.
I mean, yeah, this like Drow Ranger has its uses versus the Void Spirit because it has 6-second silence, and they have like a lot of like small roots, and silence from Night Stalker is obviously amazing versus Void Spirit. Void Spirit hates playing against Night Stalker. I will say that a lot of it depends on how the Earth Spirit is able to interact with Drow in this game.
Right.
Like, that will come down. Like, if Earth Spirit is able to just jump her all the time, kick her back to his team, into the Death Prophet arms, it'll be really hard for the Puppy Dogs. So the main thing for them is to provide the front line with the Trent and Night Stalker running in.
Right. Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those things where they're going to try to get farmed as fast as possible on their carry for each team, but at the same time, the other team, like each team also has very strong ganking comps. I mean, with Night Stalker, Ember, Rubik, that's a lot, that's a lot of damage, that's a lot of gank potential. Similarly, Void Spirit, Death Prophet, Earth Spirit, Ogre is also super strong to run around the map and gank. So, and they have the tower push, especially with Spatchcocked Chickens, which I think Puppy Dog Esports Club is lacking just a little bit until their Drow gets online and feels safe to come out.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, until Drow is ready to hit the towers, Puppy Dog don't hit the towers at all. And Spatchcocked Chickens, at some point, if they get the Shadow Fiend talent for the minus armor with the Death Prophet, everything will just melt.
Right. Who are you giving this win to?
I would go with the Spatchcocked Chickens, honestly, here. I like their draft more. I feel like it's more well-rounded. What about you?
Yeah, I agree. I think Spatchcocked Chickens had a really solid draft with their Death Prophet pick. I think that Void Spirit's just kind of like an accent to their entire draft to kind of define, hey, here's how fast we're going to play the game. We're going to take the Void Spirit. We're going to run at your Drow. We don't care if you run at us because we'll be doing the same thing. So I give it to Spatchcocked Chickens for sure. Their draft is just more coherent, in my opinion.
Yep.
And you could also kind of tell that because they didn't, lose all their reserve time in the first phase.
True. All right. Well, let's go over the heroes. Kuk is playing on the Earth Spirit, Sensei Raven on the Shadow Fiend, Fatalness on the Void Spirit, all-around good guy on the Ogre Magi, Smacktrix on the Death Prophet, Johnny on Rubik, Ruffneck on Night Stalker, Risebo on Ember Spirit, Doggy on Drow Ranger, and No on Trend Protector. We see that 3 heroes from Dire are going towards the bot. With the Trend Protector level 1 Nature's Grasp, they have a bit of kill potential here, but not
I feel like
Ogre,
Spatchcocked would have to.
Yeah.
They'd have to screw it up pretty bad.
I mean, this SF could definitely die. Like, if they run into the SF right now, this SF could die.
When they have the vision advantage with Night Stalker. Yeah. He sees.
They're running too?
Oh, but they need the Rubik.
30 seconds to battle.
The seed goes off, and I think that should be enough to catch him down.
Yep, there's the catch. There's going to be more than enough damage. Sensei Raven just going to burst out as much as he can, but that's an easy first kill for the Dire. Oh, it might be a second one.
This Ogre Magi has 6 armor, and he has 10. So he's not dying at all. Alright, so it'll be 2 for 2 split in the runes. First Blood went to Ember Spirit for the mid player, so it's really good for the Dire. He'll have a very early bottle because of that.
Right. What do you think the lanes are going to look like? Up top, it's Earth Spirit, Death Prophet against Drow, presumably Treant Protector. Which Drow Treant Protector? Strong lane. Who do you give this one to? Honestly, I would kind of give it to Puppy Dog Esports Club. I think this Drow Treant lane is going to do pretty well against Death Prophet.
I don't know about that, because I feel like Treant Protector cannot save Drow if she gets kicked back. So after level 2 Earth Spirit, if he rolls on top of Drow and pushes her towards Death Prophet, it's hard for Treant Protector to save, you know, like he doesn't have a stun or anything, he has only like a slow, which might not be enough.
So that's true.
But until level 2,
until
level 2 though, it's really hard for them.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage with the big old punch from the Treant.
Now, what should be noted that Ka, as a 7k player, he knows how to pull. He knows how to pull waves, how to direct the waves. He'll bring this wave to the tower for smack tricks, and he'll feed him the creeps, you know. It's really annoying to play against him. Like, when I played against him on 4, it's so annoying to play, so...
Right. He's, I mean, he didn't get immortal for no reason, huh?
Yep. On the bottom lane, Ogre Magi gets low, but he'll be fine.
Shadow Fiend. Well, he's got 7 wand charges. I think he'll be a-okay. Taking a look at mid lane, should be fairly quiet for the most part. I want to say that this is slightly... Oh, I don't remember. I think it's... I don't remember which way it's favored. I want to say it's Void favored.
I would say it's favored in the person who gets first the bottle, and Ember had the... Oh.
Whoa.
I missed
that.
Trading the bottom lane, I was looking top, and their Earth Spirit just TP'd away from 2 heroes.
Yeah, so what is it, Night Stalker for Ogre? I think Radiant's pretty happy with that.
Yeah, especially after the first blood in SF, that's a good recovery.
Ooh, like you said, top Drow Ranger getting desperately low against Ka. He has hit the level 2, like you said, rolling
died there.
Almost had.
But now he has no salve, and he even cannot buy it yet. So it'll be really hard for him. Like, he will not get the single crit if they play it properly here. And he should be really careful. Throwing Boulder is up again on the Earth Spirit.
This is looking like a very sad Drow Ranger. Yeah, I think that was the only thing the one thing that they cannot do is get gone on, and
yeah,
cousin.
Good block from the Treant Protector from the trees.
Yeah, well done. Bottom lane, things happening. Maybe. I saw the Rubik lose a significant amount of health, so I was hoping. Let's Drow back to half health.
Yeah, she's getting fed a tangle and she's staying at a tower, so.
Oh, right. She's got the regen. Yeah, I feel like the Treant stepping up and trying to eat all this damage is going to do nothing but actually hurt them in the long run, because it's Death Prophet and Spirit Siphon. I guess it's not percentage HP anymore, but, it's free. God damn it, I missed it.
Yeah, they tried to go. I missed as well. I keep looking at that lane where the stuff is happening. That shows how good of a casters we are. It's fine, it's a warm-up casting game.
Right. A little rusty. It's been a couple weeks. Sensei Raven got really low off that, but it looks like it wasn't too bad. He's got a Bassi. I think he's ready to do some damage to Roughneck if the opportunity comes. Yeah, as Shadow Fiend hits the level 3, level 5, and level 7, his damage is by far the highest in the entire game out of almost any character in Dota. With triple raise, I mean, not much can go wrong for you. It's 900 damage plus the stacking amount.
Yeah, absolutely. He should be careful though when the Knight hits with a Night Stalker. He has almost no HP, right? So on top, they're going at the Death Prophet right now. And Kai is nowhere near, so this Death Prophet is going down to the Treant Protector right click.
Right, and that's the thing is if Drow and Treant end up playing aggressive enough, the Earth Spirit and the Death Prophet just aren't going to have an HP pool to play with. And Drow Treant in and of itself is an extremely strong lane. You have this gigantic body Drow can sit behind.
Yes,
And then, you know,
yes,
with
yes.
the slow, of course, it's like a 100 damage nuke every time the Treant Protector hits. So,
No.
bottom lane, it looks like Sensei Raven's going to be going back to base. Can't handle the heat for the moment. All around good guys. He's playing with fire. Nighttime coming up in 10 seconds.
He's getting pulled back.
Yeah, that's a kill. Top lane, taking a lot of damage. If they want to execute this game plan of killing the Drow by jumping under, they can't be affording to trade like this. They're both at half health again. I think that's the problem. I think that's the thing about this lane is it's so much harder to execute if you're on Spatchcocked Chicken side because you have to play committal, you have to execute well, and you definitely have the advantage in lane if you can do that. But it's so much easier for Puppy Dog Esports to just, you know, poke at them every now and then, and you know, at some point it just becomes uncomfortable for Spatchcocked Chickens.
Yeah, it's burst lane versus damage over time,
Poke
basically.
lane.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
sustained damage. And at this point, like when you get behind this DP lane, now it's really hard, like to come back in this lane. And Earth Spirit rotated out to secure the 6-minute rune. Void Spirit doesn't have level 6 yet. He gets it now from the group wave, so both mids are level 6.
Look at, oh my
Down
gosh,
bottom.
look at Cusp. Right, sorry, bottom.
They tried to kill the Sensei Raven and it got turned on by the coils.
See, he just hit level 5. You can't. It's so hard to gauge the Shadow Fiend's power level once he, you know, hits those odd
On
numbered
top,
levels.
Death Prophet is getting slowed again and is going down.
Oh,
she
yeah,
was
one
left
more hit
alone,
from Drow.
She overextended and paid for it.
Yeah. Cuz positioning on this ward on mid, he played just outside of ward range. It was incredible. He stood like right by that tree on the top range.
Dire's courier has been
Fatalness with a quick courier kill. Free money.
Sensei Raven is down to the jungle farming now. He leaves the lane for all-around good guy on his way to the base.
Dire's
Looks like
bottom
things are
tower
going
is
pretty
under
well
attack.
for Spatchcock bottom as well as the Puppy Dog's top. So
Yeah, and mid
almost
is,
the opposite of
pretty even as well. Smoke coming
Right.
from Ka and Fatalness. They will go towards top to try to recover and stop this Drow from free farming.
I think
Drow
with
is
the
not level
Void
6
Spirit,
yet, so it's a really good time to come. And they
Not
should
only
be
that-
able to find her.
Yep, she doesn't have silence either. This should be a quick kill. Maybe. Oh, she has
just-
silence.
Yeah. She has-
Oh, she saved the point. Ooh, that's pretty bad for Spatchcock.
Yeah,
Chickens.
Void Spirit tried to save the second Astral Stab. She like I think if you use it instantly for another slow, I think maybe she would die. But
Wand is a
Yep.
pretty good item.
it's really good for Puppy Dog
Radiant's middle
Esports.
tower is under attack.
Bottom lane, they pull the Ogre Magi in. Ruffneck at half health, and I think Sensei Raven's gonna be searching for this other kill. He's got all of his raises up. I'm Ruffneck. I'm scared. If
Yeah,
I'm
he has
Sensei
the
Raven, I'm
raindrops,
playing
but raindrops like it's not enough versus Shadow Fiend lane. On
No,
top,
not at
this Death Prophet gets slowed again. But
Oh, Smack Tricks, no. No. Yeah. Oh.
no, he lives through.
Oh.
The healing, it's not
Oh.
enough. And the
Nice
clutch
silence from Drow.
sounds on the
Fatalness is not going to have enough mana to finish this all off. I mean, he's got maybe
if he gets a
one
slow,
charge. Okay, if he can get the spirit.
Nice.
Oh, I think they're going to get it.
yeah, they'll get it.
Two
Yeah,
more.
another roll.
Sure.
from-
Yep,
they
there
get
it is.
enough. They pay for it with the bottom, both Ogre and the SF die from Ember rotation. So, oh, actually no.
Ogre and Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're trying to get a return kill, and they will get the return kill on the Chimp Protector. The question is, does Fatalness survive this? There is 3 remnants up on the Ember Spirit. He's the first one.
Ooh, nice dodge. Sensei Raven's here now, and
He
he's
has
looking
no
for a
mana
kill.
on the Ember Spirit.
Is under attack.
This is looking not very sexy for Rice Boy. One more blast.
They'll try
Should be a
to
kill.
they'll give the kill to Sensei Raven. That's really good for him. In mid, they're going on the Death Prophet. This Death Prophet has no game at all. So this Death Prophet will be basically a walking exorcism at some point. Like, and her only purpose will be to go down the towers. It's
Yeah,
really a
press
sad
the R.
Death Prophet game. But
Dire's top tower
the
is
other
under
two cores
attack.
have a great game though. Well, look at the net wars. Yeah, Shadow Fiend is number 1, and you only accelerate from here on.
Yep, he's had a pretty good lane. Drow's also had a pretty good lane, but it doesn't seem to have translated as well. I guess you don't have the
You
quick
farm
burst
slower.
party.
The
Right, the Shadow
SF
Fiend
is
does.
getting gone by 2 supports, but
Speaking of Shadow Fiend,
he doesn't have any
taking-
raises, so...
Ooh, and Cuz here. More than enough damage. Oh my lord, the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah,
Yep.
when you're 2 supports against Shadow Fiend, you should be very careful with how you engage with him.
And as much damage as Rubik does, it obviously wasn't enough. And Good Guy's just going to sit there like a big block of meat. Ember Spirit going in now. They're going to chase him down, and Good Guy has a lot of health. It's going to be so hard to get through this cut. Slowing them down. Going to try to stop the death from coming on to Good Guy, but Rice Boy...
Another clutch stun from Cub, but it's not enough.
Slide of fist to secure the kill.
Yeah, Cod doesn't have level 6 yet, so he couldn't assist too much over there, and he should be careful with dying himself right now. He'll get assist from DP keeping in.
Rice Boy needs to be careful.
DP doesn't have a silence though, so Ember should be fine.
Rice Boy might go for more. This is...
Yeah,
he's
they're
not
on
that
the board,
low
and
meta.
Sensor Raven is really low. He should be very careful over here.
Fatalness rotating in now. Shouldn't be a kill. Let's see. He's going to go for it. He's going for it. Slide of fists. Remnant. Oh, more than safe. More than safe.
Ember Spirit is kind of out of resources. Like, he needs to go to base, and the DP is coming top with ulti, so they could take this tower very easily on top. And on bottom tower, the tower is still full HP. The cardio wave is coming, but nice.
It's a little risky though. If Dire or Spatchcocked Chickens decides to save this, they easily have it with the Night Stalker plus his ult. This guy is level 7 already.
I mean, they have all their heroes there over there. SF leaves now. They should be fine, honestly. Like, the worst, this Death Prophet dies, but she's like very low net worth anyway. So like, you don't mind trading DP for a tower over here.
Right.
And the bottom lane, the tower is also getting taken by the cardio wave. So trade. Nothing of value was lost.
I think this is what we were talking about before the game, where one half the team is, so what is it, Spatchcocked Chickens is going to push into the top jungle, Puppy Dog Esports is going to push into the bottom, and the carries are just going to try to find farm wherever they can. Yeah.
Also, this Night Stalker goes first item DKB, straight up, nothing else. You know, no Echo Sabers, nothing, just straight up BKB.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is like all magic damage on Spatchcocked Chickens, with the exception of the Shadow Fiend, who currently is doing mainly magic damage. So until the Shadow Fiend comes online, I think that's a pretty good start for the Night Stalker to kind of have free reign over all these fights. I mean, his ult's just so innately powerful. Mid lane. Mid lane, Cog going onto the Ember Spirit. Fatalness is there as well.
Gets a stun off, but it shouldn't be enough. He should be fine. Yeah.
Ooh, it's close though. Close though.
Yeah, Void Spirit didn't have another remnant, so he couldn't follow up stun on that.
Ah, the classic Mexican standoff. But it looks like it's very much Dire favor. They're looking for the Rubik now. Oh.
Nice Stalker TP stopped there. He's looking for the Drow. I mean, sorry, for the Death Prophet up here.
Ulti he's probably gonna get it. Ulti out. He's gonna try to catch Smacktrix, who's here with the Spirit Siphon. Drow comes in.
Yeah,
now.
he doesn't have a TP. If he had a TP, he could have tried to TP out, but he has nothing. Shadow Fiend comes in, presses the Mask of Madness.
This is a little deep. I don't know, man.
Is a very big throw. On the back side, though, they find the Ember. At least they get the return throw on the Ember. And
big ult from Treant.
Yeah,
they still
have one Astro's Tap on the Void Spirit. Goes in on the Drow. This Drow will go down here. Maybe. Yeah, she will. Oh, Rubik got the Astro's Taps, and it was so much damage over there.
Yeah,
really good turnaround from the Rubik.
Yeah, despite only 1 point in the Arcane Supremacy, it's so much damage coming out from him. That Shadow Fiend walk to the tier 2 was
yeah, it was a bit over aggressive for sure.
Right. Fight recap. It's 800 gold going in the favor of the Dire here, Puppy Dog Esports Club. Big XP change in favor of the Treant and the Night Stalker. I have a bad feeling this entire game is going to be dictated by what the Night Stalker wants to do. I mean, Ember has damage, but this Night Stalker is about to have BKB, and once he has that, he can just kind of run wherever he wants. Fatalness in again onto Rice Boy. Nope. He's coming out. Rubik now turns around with the counter initiation. Cut coming in, kicks the Rubik backwards. Another Astral Step, trying to finish off the Rubik, who's just healing so much with the Spirit Siphon's Fatalness.
Yeah,
all the way in the background, run away. Oh my lord, this Rubik is so tanky. And he goes in with the Earth Spirit roll, and okay, he's gonna finally go down after the Spirit Siphons run out, but holy jeez, that guy. That was impressive.
Yeah, this Rubik has made quite a lot of plays this game so far.
Yeah, very impressive. Night Stalker now. It is night time.
They'll try to go around. They'll try to go invade the jungle and try to find his job behind the backlines.
They might get it. Let's see how greedy.
Yeah, they see that the creeps are walking away, so they know she's coming. Nice silence, but it's not enough.
Counter initiation.
That was the
Draw going down, but Night Stalker counter initiation.
Oh,
Rubik.
Another great play from the Rubik.
Yep.
Double Astral Step for the stun.
2 for 1, trading the 2 and 4 for the. Sorry, the 2 and 5 for the. Safe
it
lane
would be
carry.
a good trade, honestly, for the Void Sphere for a Drow, but with a return kill from the Rubik coming in as well on the over, was really a nice play over there.
I mean, secondarily to that, I think it kind of goes against the game plan of Spatchcocked chickens. I mean, they really need to be more aggressive than they need to be defensive, and I don't think they care too much if the Drow's farming. They just need to kind of kill everything else on the map with their DP, but the DP's doing so poorly that
well, I would say that their plan is more like creating space so SF can finish his BKB, and then they go. Like the BKB timing on SF is the more important time. Like so, basically for them, they need to not feed until SF gets BKB, and then it's like their timing. Like around the time the Death Prophet has have her Yules, and the Void Spirit is working on the BKB straight up as well versus this Night Stalker. Really like his choice. So right now they need to wait a bit before they do the next aggressive move. Ember Spirit goes in the all-around good guy.
Ember Spirit.
Silence from the DP. This Ember is getting quite low. Will go away. That part starts to heal up, but she is getting healed back by the Rubik. Rubik getting attacked by the Shadow Fiend will go down as well as Ember. Dire really overstepped their welcome in the Radiant jungle, going under the ward. Fighting under the ward is never great.
Yeah. And it almost feels like DP has an end to this game now. She's suddenly got 2,000 gold. She's almost got her Yules. Yeah, she's been given a small helping hand. I mean, she's not all the way back in it, but it's a great start to use Exo for something productive. You know, without dying is amazing for her.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's fine that she didn't use Exo to get any towers. Like, at this point, as I said, like, they're not looking to push down. They're in waiting mode for the BKB, and if they're waiting for the BKBs and are able to get a good fight, that's perfect for them.
Right. All around good guy has
wards. Sees the Sensei Raven farming out of the wards. Fatalness will run into them. They'll still catch this. SF doesn't have the BKB. I always have the same problem with SF. Like, it's always a bit you get like you're almost there with the BKB and you get killed up. Ruffneck still chases down, tries to chase down the Fatalness, gets stunned a bit.
He's still got BKB.
Yeah, presses the BKB, goes into Fatalness. Fatalness doesn't have a save. Will go
Drow's
down.
here.
Runs away.
Smacktrix is trying to escape. The Ember Spirit's there with the Remnant, the lockdown. They end up finding Ka anyway with Ruffneck.
Yeah, great chase down from the Night Stalker and the Ember Spirit. Like the mobility of them, it shows like how scary it can be when they're ahead like that. Ogre Magi gets caught out by the Rubik and will go down as well. So
baited by Drow.
5 for now, nil trade.
Oh, Rubik has their Blink Dagger. I think they showed it last fight, but really putting it to use. And you know, if Johnny has been making enough plays so far, I'm sure this Blink Dagger is not going to do anything to stop that or anything. Ah, fuck, he's making
1,000
plays.
gold till SF BKB. Like, that's a big timing. They cannot afford to get another bad fight until the BKB. So, they need to make space in whatever way to split out the map to prevent the Dire from going. The good part is that they don't have Night Stalker ulti. Ka runs into the Night Stalker, sees him. We'll try to go on him, but we'll miss.
But they have follow-up. Oh, I don't think they want to have follow-up. I don't think they want this fight. They don't know how much vision that
I mean, they
that Dire
place their own
has.
ward. They'll go on the Rubik. Rubik will die instantly over here. Should die instantly.
Pseudo instantaneously. Come
Should
on.
die.
What should?
Oh, gets healed so much.
Lord. That Spirit Siphon
And
Fatalness
Void
now trying to
Spirit
run.
is quite deep over here. He doesn't have any help. Drow solo kills that Prophet on top, and meanwhile.
Ooh. That's pretty no bueno. I mean.
Absolutely, they went aggressively while they still don't have BKBs. Like, if I am playing SF right now, I'm saying, guys, why are you going 1,000 to my BKB?
Right, and I think they're just looking for that quick pick off. The big thing I was gonna say is before that fight, the Dire vision is incredible. I mean, they have this ward in the triangle. They just had a ward in the jungle until it was recently dewarded.
Yes, it was
they have
right
so
as the
much
fight started
information.
there. But,
Right, they have so much information about the entire map and what moves they can make and where they can play. It's so hard for Spatchcocked chickens to actually try to run it to take any of these fights because they have, well, they had one ward. It was on top of the ward spot on bottom lane, but now that's gone as well. I'm pretty sure the map is completely dark.
What do you feel about Ogre Magi going late Midas in this game?
It's an all-around good guy specialty. This guy is an absolute chat. He always goes Midas into Skullbasher on pretty much every single character you give him. Although he did go 4-staff first this game. But it's an all-around good guy specialty. With the amount of all-around good guy items he can get, like if he gets Midas, your winning chance increases by like 10% or something. If he gets Skullbasher, it increases by 30%. This guy's insane, but he is watching his Shadow Fiend die.
Shadow Fiend presses BKB, and the first BKB usage, he needs to start TPing. Oh, he doesn't have a TP right now. He needs to start leaving right now because the Dire are TPing in this Night Stalker with ulti, and this SF is in no man's land right now.
There's the ult. Oh, this SF is
His team is kind of nearby. He's almost near his team, but he'll get silenced. He doesn't have BKB anymore. And he will get brought down over here. Fatalness jumps to Rubik. Rubik is finally dead. Sensor Raven heals up a bit. Will not heal enough. The DP is in with the ulti, but will go down instantly to the damage from the Night Stalker.
Whoa. Tracking Drow or Ka. Running for his life, he should make it out okay, but 4-for-1 is not what you want to be seeing as Spatchcocked chickens with your quote-quote first BKB usage in that fight.
Yeah, he didn't have TP on SF, and like he was so deep. Like he needed to try to start run away instantly, but it was still really hard. Really good play though from the Dire, like instantly recognizing when he used BKB to TP in all and bring ult. It was really good play over there because like sometimes people will just leave, say hey he used BKB and that's it.
Right.
Capitalizing on the mistake there was huge for the Dire, and they're getting Roshan off that.
Yeah, and this Drow has her Hurricane Pike now, so that's pretty much all the save you really need from a Void Spirit or an Earth Spirit for that matter. You should be able to dodge most of the spells coming your way.
Yeah, and she has 3,000 on top of it. She can either go like a Shadow Blade or something, or she can go straight for BKB if she feels like it.
You know what I think she should? I think she should go straight Butterfly. They have no way to deal with the damage coming out from this Drow, and she has apparently enough escape to deal with their entire team running at her.
Like the reason I'm saying about this the Silver Edge, I really like going Invis on heroes like Drow or SF because you want to start engagement on your own terms, and that's what the item is for. She's going Blink. It does the same thing. Like you want another mobility item not for defense, but like for using it offensively. All around good guy will get chased down by the Ember on top.
Drow actually goes Scotty
goes
now.
in the Ruffneck has the BKB, will run away. We'll get slowed another time by the Fatalness, so we'll go down even through the BKB. Now Dark Ranger is here. Void Spirit is silenced, but Night Stalker is not there, so he should be fine.
Oh, Fatalness doesn't have any more jump. Oh no, now Smack Tricks. Oh, he's going down for sure. This Drow has way too much damage. Brutal Sensor Raven, he's here with the ult.
BKB for the first root.
He can still TP.
Yeah. He should be fine.
Oh, he's barely
just
gonna make
there.
it.
Yeah, Rubik didn't have vision of him.
They also didn't have
GG.
lift, so that's little too close for comfort, probably. That is brutal.
BKB
Well,
down
it's
Ember
his
now. as
Second
well.
BKB usage for the Shadow Fiend, compared to the 2 BKBs, right? Like the one on Ember that just came up.
Yep.
Ricebo heading towards mid. Good guy, still trying to get this Midas, but it's oh.
He's quite a bit away, and he'll get. Oh, actually gets. the
Rubik
4
lifted
step away.
himself.
They're on
What
higher,
a-
but they still are they are still in vision right now. So they will about to get jumped in a second over here.
Yeah, they know where the SF is. They just got to.
Yeah, they have a ward of their own. They see Ember going in. Ember has the BKB, gets stunned. Should get the cut. Gets the cut. Centurion is able to go down. He doesn't have BKB yet, so they will chase him down over here. Gets rooted up, and will go down as well.
Brutal. And the Death Prophet's there saying, please stop. Don't take anything else. We have nothing else to give. And she's just, oh no, now she's being run down by the Drow Ranger Blink Dagger.
Yeah, this game is getting very fast out of control. Dire Draft works so well from the advantage they have. They have the Night Stalker vision, Ember vision, like as you said from the start of the game, you know, the vision advantage coming from that. Really nice wards, and they get the pick off every time.
Yeah, we gotta say, it's been great support play. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's been really great support play for the like Puppy Esports. I mean, I think that's been the big difference, is that the Spatchcocked chicken supports haven't been able to execute on what they want to do with the game. Whereas, you know, Puppy Dog Esports, I mean, Treant seems happy. Johnny's obviously having a good time. So I think
Yeah,
that's
we
the big
questioned,
difference
you know, what the
between-
Rubik for, and we've seen this game. What was it for, you know? Was definitely useful as a first pick Rubik.
Right,
Sensei
Raven.
It gets rooted after the
Oh.
BKB.
Oh, this
Uses
is a
the ult just
desperation.
for the fear. They try to go in. They get the catch on Rubik and Trent. Get both
Fatalness has
supports.
BKB.
Ember Spirit
Oh.
kills the SF. Has so much items. They try to go in on the Drow. Drow has the Aegis. So even after she goes down, she will respawn. Fatalness only one alive, and he gets cut off. He doesn't have the Esro stops. He's going down as well, and we're pretty sure that this will cut towards GG pretty soon over here.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Spatchcocked Chickens wants to play it out. Maybe they're holding on to hope that they can maybe catch this Drow in the backline, but
I mean, they
even
do
with
have
the
buybacks.
BKB,
They do have some buybacks, so.
I suppose. But you know, even Fatalness with his BKB, he can't seem to find this Drow Ranger and do enough damage to kill her. And she's got Scotty now, so if you thought killing her before was hard, now with the extra health, I mean.
Yeah,
there's
he's almost an item behind as an SF. It's never great. Like, he just got his shard, right? So with how far behind he is, like, this Drow is not scared of fighting SF 1v1 basically.
Right. I think the other thing you have to realize is Drow versus SF 1v1. If they were to come down to that, Drow's going to win 100% of the time with marksmanship because it pierces the armor. I mean, SF just has to try to pierce through a Drow.
Well, he
like
has the
Drow
fear
armor.
from the shard, so that's something. But like,
I suppose there's
because
that,
he's
but-
behind, he has no chance for sure.
Yeah, it's looking pretty bad for Spatchcocked Chickens.
I'll take that.
Let's see what they plan to do. They're securing their triangle smoke now. They know where the Ember is, but Puppy Dog already knows what's coming.
They didn't see it on the ward, so this Emperor Spirit might get caught off. Like, they need to change that in perfectly for him to die, because he has the BKB here. They see Void Spirit on the ward over here.
Nope. Silence from Drow.
DP press from the Void. Void tries to get on the Drow to not allow her to have the marksmanship up. Meanwhile, everybody's dying.
Oh no.
DP
Smack
pops the
tricks.
DK, but she doesn't even have the Exo. Yeah, she'll just die to the Drow over here. And Cog gets a good return kill on the Rubik probably here, but that's not enough. You know, at this point, it's not enough at all.
Yeah, too little, too late.
Yeah, they're just too far behind. They just don't have the damage. You know, like if they had one more item on SF or something, you know, it could look different. But what can you do? They're so Dire starting to go towards bottom tier 2. looking to go for a second lane after that.
Looks like Embers finished his SNK, or KNS, I suppose. So, yeah, easily. What was it? Is that still just one item? No, it's 2 items up. No, an item and a half up on the Void Spirit. It's a 21k gold lead at 30 minutes. This is looking pretty dominant. I'm trying to find the Void Spirit. It looks like good guy's gonna take the hit instead. Almost as a bait. Ka diving in.
Yeah, they tried to go for the draw again. They used the DP ulti over here. But this DP is running into her own death. SF doesn't even have the BQ for this. Yeah. Looking rough. Looking very rough over here.
Yeah, looks like this is gonna be the last fight for Spatchcocked Chickens. Fatalness doing what he can, but it's just not enough.
GG would be. Puppy Dog Esports Club take the game 1.
Yeah,
pretty convincingly. I would say
yeah,
very convincingly. You know, from the laning start. Like.
Yeah, you know what? I think Spatchcocked Chickens had a better draft, but I think we might have forgotten to account for how lanes would go. I think we maybe.
I mean, honestly, the lane didn't go that bad, right? The bot was a draw. The mid was fine. It was only the top lane that was far behind, because Cook kept rotating to secure the mid lane runes and everything. So this DP really didn't have a game.
Yeah, brutal. Well, are we still hoping for a 2-0, or are we trying to go for 3 games? I know you want.
Game. I mean, I'm saying about 2 games just because it's getting kind of late. But other than that, I'm just trying to have a good game. You know, just not to have another stomp. I want to see a good game. I want to see some big team fights. I want to see Spatchcocked Chickens show more. You know, that they showed in this game.
Right. Yeah, you know what? I think you know there are a bunch of reasons why the game went really poorly for Spatchcocked Chickens. You know, they had a bad time in the top lane, especially. You know, Puppy Dog Esports was able to execute. Their Rubik was going insane. I think the big problem for Spatchcocked Chickens was really that Ogre went 4-step first instead of Midas.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that really contributed to that huge net worth deficit that they were experiencing.
I mean, if you look at it, like. So, if you remember, like, around, like, 15-minute timing was when I was talking about them needing to wait about the SF BKB, and the game was absolutely even at that point. They wanted to fight before the BKB, you know, they all died because it was not ready to fight, and that basically cost them the game because it spiraled out of control after that. Like, as a team, like, you need to constantly think about what are your timings of, like, are you strong right now or are you weak? You know, if you're waiting on 2 BKBs, you probably don't want to fight unless it's, like, a pick-off of a hero totally out of position. So, because SF, until the BKB, it's kind of not the hero. He's strong in lane, and then he's really weak from like minute 10 till he gets BKB.
Yeah.
Alright, game 2 starts pretty fast, so it's...
Alright, let's see it.
Radiant team banned. Dire team banned. Radiant
Still
team
Luna first ban
banned.
from the Spatchcocked
Dire
Chickens.
team banned.
They know something.
Surely.
Radiant
Surely.
team pick.
Because if it were me on Spatchcocked Chickens, I'd be banning that Rubik. I mean, that was horrible.
Yeah,
I think
Rubik had a lot of clutch steals. Great play from the Rubik. I would say, honestly, I would even go like to say that Rubik was probably the MVP of the game 1.
No. Yeah, I think so too. I think everybody did their job, but I think Rubik really went above and beyond with what he was required to do as a support.
So they still have the give the Earth Spirit to Spatchcocked Chickens, and Spatchcocked Chickens aren't taking it instantly this time. They're taking their time to think if they want to go for the Earth Spirit again. Earth Spirit had in place, but it was just not enough in a lot of those engagements.
I mean, they know exactly what's going to happen this time around if they pick Earth Spirit. They take Earth Spirit, you know. Puppy Dog Esports is just going to take Rubik, followed by...
Ember Spirit.
What was it last time? Yeah. Ember Spirit, right. I would be tempted to say Spatchcocked Chickens didn't respond to that Ember Spirit. Oh, because they ended up playing SF safe lane. I'm tempted to say they didn't really respond enough to it, but
Dire team pick.
they also
Oh.
I don't know who had choice last time, but
It was the last pick for Puppy Dog, and the last pick drop. I think. Yeah, the instant
was that
pick
their
drop.
that was their choice though?
I'm not sure if it was their choice. I didn't pay attention to that. I just know
Because
that
if
they
I'm
played
Spatchcocked
it.
Chickens, there's no way I'm taking Radiant. You know? Like,
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
maybe they were confident in having Ka get to play
Dire
Earth Spirit.
team pick.
I
They
mean,
just knew they were gonna be
they
banned.
picked Hoodwink first pick this game, not Earth Spirit.
Right now, I think
Rubik
it's
is
coming
still
back to
there.
bite
Rubik
them.
still goes in.
Yeah,
So,
of course. I mean, why would you change that? It was so good last time with Earth Spirit as the first pick. I mean, Hoodwink is just better. If you were confident last time, you'd be jumping out of your seat this time.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Interesting.
Switched up, they take Gem Protector in the first phase. Maybe they expected Gem Protector to get banned in the second phase after the game 1, and they really like it. That would be the only explanation for this for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of it was just that,
Yeah, the supporter definitely worked game 1, but now they're showing both of their supports in the first phase. I don't like it personally, like...
Yep. I think that's a great pick for Spatchcocked Chickens. I'm a little worried. Picking Slark into a burst lane can get really bad really quickly. That being said...
Well, you see two heroes who are not really bursty. Rubik doesn't do too much damage early levels, so...
I mean, doesn't do no damage.
I mean, sure, but you know what I mean, right? There are heroes who do way more damage as from position 4 in lane, or who are scary.
Right.
Like Rubik, it's more about repositioning, and Slark has a way to counter that with jump back or whatever if he gets thrown in.
Radiant team ban.
Bloodseeker ban against Slark, obviously.
Same with Lush, also really good.
Same with Lush, right? And then Omni Knight and Invoker ban on the side of Puppy Dog Esports.
10 seconds.
I'm very surprised that Spatchcocked Chickens not betting anything from the last game. They are not scared to see the same heroes again.
Right. I think they realized it kind of came down to a draft thing. I think that Death Prophet neutered their game entirely. So much the game was based around having her do okay in lane and then kind of run over the game with her abilities, but she was just so lackluster for the entire game. It was basically a 4 versus 5, and you can't have that against, a team that will run all 5 characters against you as soon as possible.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Faceless Void ban, though. Seems pretty reasonable against the Slark.
Elsie, also very good here versus Slark, and very good in lane as well versus Slark. Because Slark wants to right-clicking AI, but you don't want to right-click Elsie too much. Because you don't win the trade, even with the Ascension stacks.
Right. I mean, even LC, here's what I'm saying. You go 3 points in overwhelming odds on LC, or probably not 3 points, but 2 points on LC, 3 points on Rubik with 1 in Arcane Supremacy and 1 in the Lift, and you can burst the Slark down from 500 health.
Yeah, true. I mean, it's kind of get countered if you buy the raindrops. Because they don't know damage over time. It's just 2 spells.
Right.
So definitely a game to buy raindrops as soon as they become available. Still should be a really good lane for the LC and Rubik here.
Yep, looks pretty strong. I'm curious if Spatchcocked Chickens has a strong answer to this. Undying's out of the pool already, so that's obviously not going to happen. Omni Knight's out, which was probably why I think Puppy Dog Esports banned Omni specifically because you don't want to have it.
In vacuum, Warlock would be good, but you don't want that against Rubik. They picked Visage, so I think it's Hoodwink 5, right? It would be, or it could be Visage. It's probably Visage 3, maybe.
Could be Visage mid.
I think Visage 3 is the most popular choice nowadays, but yeah, it's a very flexible hero. He could go to other lanes as well.
I feel like it'd be weird to put a Visage 3 if you want to... I feel like you want to anchor your fights when you're playing with the Slark, so the Slark can kind of weave in and out of the backlines, so I don't know if you really want to pick a Visage. It's not going to tank that much.
Mm.
Okay, now I think it's a 3.
Yeah, it's probably a 4 Shaker, 5 Hoodwink over here. Like, I mean, it could be, if you want to anchor, it could be an Earth Shaker 3 and Visage 4, but I'm not sure about that.
No, I think you're right. The first guess, I think it's Hoodwink 5.
10 seconds
Which
remaining.
makes me really worried for Slark. I mean,
And really worried for Hoodwink. Hoodwink is not the tankiest hero either.
Right.
Like, she can for sure die to 2 skills, you know, like level 3 Oz, level 3 Bolt or whatever it's called in the Rubik.
Fade Bolt, yeah. Yeah, that seems like an incredibly weak lane. If they thought their Death Prophet lane was bad.
Also, one thing to think is that LCM Trend is a lot of healing and a lot of protection versus a Slark. Like, Slark is not great at bursting heroes, like, as the game goes on, and they will have the heals to save people around.
Right. Right.
Radiant team back.
All right, see it.
Oh, that's an interesting pick.
So it's gonna be
That's-
probably Naga Trio.
Oh, actually, I think I remember now. Let me check if I'm correct, but... No, never mind. I'm not correct. I thought this guy is like Naga spammer, but
10 seconds
apparently
remaining.
not.
Naga into
5
Earthshaker.
seconds remaining.
It's of the illusion heroes, Naga cares less than others because a lot of times she's not near her own illusions. So
Fair, fair. I think she also tends to get heart like second item, you know?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like Diffusal Heart, or Diffusal Manta Heart. It's very fast with Naga as well, so getting, you know, ulted by an Earthshaker who's an ultimate level below you doesn't really matter that much.
and they don't have good clear for the illusions outside of Shaker ult, you know, which is for the team
10
fights.
seconds
Like Slark doesn't
remaining.
clear them great. Visage doesn't clear obviously.
5
Either.
seconds remaining.
Naga is a hard hero though, so it's a lot of it depends on how well their safely player plays that Naga.
Right. I've seen Nagas, you know, single-handedly carry a game at 25 minutes, but simultaneously be completely ineffective at 40. I have a suspicion that it's not really going to be a problem this game. I don't think it's going to be an issue at all.
Now the lane could be a bit hard for Naga. Naga is good against physical damage lanes, but Visage and Shaker have quite a lot of like magic damage that they can
5
throw at you
seconds remaining.
with the Visage nuke. So the lane could be a bit of a problem, but she has a Trend Protector to help her with that. For the last big, Puppy Dog Club looks for the mid, obviously. So
Right, and
I
let's
think you
be-
prefer Dire Draft right now, right, so far?
Dire team
What do you
back.
think Radiant need to fix to...
Radiant needs something to kind of tie their whole team together. I mean, they have a bunch of characters who want to go in, but they don't want to walk in, you know? Like, Earthshaker, sure, he can come in an Echo Slam, but he will just die immediately. I think Spatchcocked Chickens need something like a Mars. I think they need something like a Tide Hunter,
10
maybe.
seconds
Well,
remaining.
they probably need a mid here, though. So, you
Oh,
probably
they could
won't
just do
s-
the Dogs mid, right?
I mean, they could.
I think they're going to pick some sort of an offlaner that's going to tie their whole fight together, kind of get everybody locked down, but also has a way to sustain through these entire fights, such that the rest of their team can also afford to use their abilities and exist. I think that means that they're going to probably have to put this Visage mid and then counterpick the Naga side with an offlaner.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah, I think
Dire
Puppy Dog.
team pick.
Oh,
Pudge, yeah.
Pudge.
Yeah.
Good hero versus Nugget. Good hero versus Nugget. Gives him clear of illusions outside of, you know, ultis and stuff like that.
Right.
Uh,
Super tanky, so he can sit in the middle of fights, especially once
Yeah.
he has Axe.
I wonder
So-
where the lanes are,
10
because they can
seconds
still, like,
remaining.
in somewhere they can put the Pudge mid if it's, like, if
5
it's not
seconds
counter lane.
remaining.
So it's still interesting, like, it's probably Pudge 3, but...
I would hazard to say that I think it's Pudge 3 as well. I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
more than likely. It's gonna do pretty well against the Naga.
Yeah,
in
it's
lane.
good versus Naga in lane, because you have the passive.
You have Rot, and then also of course the passive, right? And then that's really good if Cud plans on playing this Earthshaker. It gives him the ability to run around the map and hit runes and stuff. Razor for Puppy Dog Esports Club.
How do you feel about this Razor here? Oh, it's it's Carry Pudge mid Slark?
Carry Punch. Yeah, whoa, hold on.
Unless they're swapping lanes or something, since Raven is their position 1 player.
It is Cuff 4, so it is offlane Visage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
That
this
looks... I'm not sure about that.
I think it's pretty bad for mid. I think Slark's gonna have a horrible time. On the other hand, I think their safe lane won't get absolutely dumpstered now. So, you know, I think there's a trade-off.
I mean, sure, but this Naga will have a free lane, basically, I think, versus... I mean, it's not free lane. She has some danger, but I think she'll have battle lane. Like, Pudge would be worse for the Naga, I feel like.
Oh, for sure.
It's interesting. As the game goes, Razor is not very scary for Slark. Slark, you know, they tend to get tags early nowadays, and he'll able to jump away. But
yeah, I'm failing to see how Slark is going to participate in this game. He'll be able to kill the Rubik fairly easily at the start of fights if he can get back there. But, I mean, at the same time, what do you do after that? Do you want to attack Legion? Not really. Razor can pretty much just run away for the most part. Treant's so tanky and can run around the
the most important part to think is that if Slark is not the one getting jumped by LC, his shard can save anyone from the LC jump, from the LC duel. So it's really hard to play Slark versus LC, but sometimes if you have a good game, you have a good game. And also I think they're lane swapping. Pudge is going mid. Slark is still going bottom. I think they're just swapping players. I think it's a matter of like hero preference or something over here. Because Pudge has the ward, so I think he's heading towards the mid.
Or something. That's cute. Cosmic. What are they saying? Smack versus mid. Oh, they're all mid. Holy shit, they're doing the legendary 5-man mid. Never seen since, what, TI4? Yeah, who would I give this game to? I mean, that Puppy Dog Esports draft looks pretty solid.
Yeah, this Pudge will need to be very far ahead. Like, this Pudge needs to do a lot in this game, and Visage needs to have a very good lane. Like, if Visage has a good lane versus this Naga and can kill Naga and stop her farm early on, and can get ahead, it can get a bit scary for the Dire, but obviously I would say that Dire have a better draft, you know, bearing any unforeseen.
Right, I think it's the same deal as last game where, like, I think Spatchcocked chickens could theoretically have an advantage if they execute well and get a little snowballing, especially with their Slark, but I mean, that's hard. It's really hard, and Puppy Dog Esports has shown that they know what they can do. Okay, congrats, Ka. So, Pudge mid against LC.
Interesting to see that. Riz is going bottom. He's not great in lane versus Slark, because Slark has a jump, and he skills the jump level 1, so he knows what's coming.
Right. Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
Pudge mid. He's taking a lot of damage from this LC, and
he should be fine. He has a lot of regen. He's a Pudge.
He's a Pudge. That's fair. I mean, he's got a ring of protection, so he also knows what's coming.
Yeah.
This LC looks like she's having the time of her life.
I mean, the first couple levels are very bad for Pudge, and then it should get easier. He doesn't have the small camp to farm anymore though, on the mid Pudge, so that's not good for him.
Right, but you know, as soon as he hits 3 and 4, he'll have the passive plus rot, and then it's, you know, free damage.
He does have his regular thing of pulling the wave back. He does it every game basically. Like, it's something that he always does. So like, there's, you know, 2 creepy rooms. One is over there for Visage and Naga, and one is for him on the bottom lane. Hoodwink goes down.
All around good guy going down.
Yeah.
Interesting. All around good guy. Oh, and he was 5 last game as well. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a horrible lane for Slark. I mean, it looks like he's doing all right against this Razor.
Yeah, he's doing good for now. Like it's like Kudawink is the one who should be very careful because she can die really easily, especially after Ruby gets pole level 2 and so on. On the top, this Strength Protector is getting gone, and he will go down to the Visage Burst. So far, so good for the Visage.
Yep. Yeah, Visage is just one of those characters where if you aren't really paying attention to what you're doing, all of a sudden all the damage stacks up, and it's
now
something
Slark
not very.
found, and now we'll get his damage sucked out. So this Slark will not farm for quite a while. He needs to be really conservative with his bounce uses. Like he cannot use it aggressively unless like they're actually like killing somebody. So now he'll have a very hard time.
Sensei Raven fishing for these hooks. Not quite getting it. I feel like he's losing a little bit in lane here to Rice Boy.
No, they're
it's
actually
10-5.
exactly
Oh, it's
even.
10-5, 10-3. Never mind, it's pretty equal. Uh-oh, all around good guy trying to fight a Rubik. This is looking a little scary. If Ruffneck gets enough mana, he could just very quickly burst this Hoodwink. I'd be very careful if I were all around good guy. And there's the damage link.
And
He's trying to chase him down. He's got
chase him down.
Yeah, that's the kill.
On the other side, Slark goes down on the Rubik, but Rubik should live. He should, yeah, he has enough move speed. In the mid, Kog rotates over. They get the slowdown on the Legion Commander. Legion Commander will go down. Really good nice rotation from the Ka, especially because this game, Visage can survive in this lane. You know, this is not a lane where this Visage should die. So
right,
rotation will not get punished this time, unlike
it's not a drought treant lane. Yeah, like it. So yeah, Sensei Ribbon hits 4, climb with the rotation. That's exactly what they need to do. And so
they're trying to go on the Visage. Visage gets body blocked by the Naga, but he will be able to run away. They don't have enough slows or anything. Nagas don't go. I mean, the ensnare is there, but it's not enough.
Right, and it's like we were saying earlier. So long as Spatchcocked chickens can execute this draft correctly, they should have an advantage. And it looks like, well, I mean, obviously they're capable of executing it correctly. So it's just a matter if they can keep it up.
Yeah, this Pudge will get to a really early level 6 now after that rotation, and I would be interested to see if they will go there again as soon as he gets level 6 for another kill on DLC.
An easy gank to bot as soon as you can on Pudge, as soon as it's feasible. Oh my gosh, he's going so early. I guess he does have 3 points of rot. It's a lot of damage, and bot lane doesn't have an extreme amount of escape. Never mind.
Pounce is up on Slark very soon. He has no HP. I mean, he's going more for the creep farm and the room up there. So.
Right.
Naga will almost go down. Lives on 20 HP over there or something.
Oh.
Nah, it's not enough. There was no damage dealt, but still very good damage. Very good. Preventing Naga from safely farming under her tower. You know, that's what you want to see.
Quick courier execution for Ka. And I mean, I guess she has more than enough healing. This Stream Protector is doing everything he can to make sure she stays at a reasonable amount of farming health. Conversely, bottom lane, Slark is scared out of his mind.
Yeah, it's like, you know, survival till you hit level 6 for Slark over here. On mid, Pudge will eat the Legion. Legion will get stunned by Ka. Another good rotation, just as I said, for level 6. 6-minute runes. Really nice timing. So far, the Pudge has a really good game, and he will need to keep doing that more and more.
Slark getting kind of low. Rubik has enough points of Plasma Field to kill him, ideally.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
surprised Slark didn't go for raindrops, honestly. In this lane. Pudge is rotating, but he's seen by the ward, so it should they should be able to escape in a dire.
Maybe. Let's see if all around good guy can get a catch here. Or a hook.
No, almost, but in the meanwhile, Earthshaker will get some farm mid, will get the XP. So it's not that bad, especially because, you know, Pudge can farm a bit in jungle right now on the way back. So it's not the worst.
And it's also really good because Smacktrix is going to get a bunch of solo XP as well.
Yep.
So early birds. So pretty good so far for Spatchcocked chickens.
Yeah, Naga is top 1 on the CS chart though. She will go on the Visage.
You know, with the...
It's just not enough. Yeah, he's able to run after the ensnare runs.
It's the Grave Chill. The Grave Chill gives him so much move speed that the slow from Treant's pretty, pretty insignificant. Alright, I suppose the speed boost from Grave Chill, not the slow. Rice already knows what's happening. Sensei Raven's walking aggressively in lane and Cuz sitting in the back.
Yeah, I mean, they have the wards. Like the wards are so good from the Dire again. You know, they have one on the bottom that saw a fudge rotation, and now they have another one mid. So Ka is like standing doing nothing right now because of that ward. So really nice wards from the Dire supports.
Sensei Raven's going for an Urn. Urn, Blink to Ags. Sure. Good guy, getting a little low. Rubik's gonna try to chase him down, but he doesn't really have any mana.
He has the stick, so he can get a bit of mana. Like very soon, like he will have enough, but I'm not sure it will be enough.
A little too late. Slark's about to hit
On
6,
top,
so
they're trying to go for the Naga. Stun from the Earthshaker. Stun from the birds. This Naga gets pretty low, but she will live on 300 HP. They're trying to catch the Trent now. Gets the stun.
They're gonna get this. Oh, maybe.
The birds will have the stun in a bit. Legion
Desperately
TPs as
trying.
well. They want to get the kill on the Visage. Visage is quite low, but the Shaker, very nice and snare. Will protect. Stun, more stuns from birds. Really nice escape.
Whoa!
They will go for the Shaker. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah. I feel like it's punished. Sensei Raven's here now.
Oh,
Oh, what a hook!
Really
Wow.
nice rotation from the Radiant team over here. Really punished this LC and Naga for diving and trying to kill. Honestly, amazing ability usage, like pretty much from everybody in that engagement. On the bottom left side, they're going for the Razor, getting the stun from the Hoodwing, get the pounce. Razor gets quite low, but he'll suck out the damage from the Slark and then he needs to leave to go to base now, so Slark gets the free farm for quite a while. It's really good. Honestly, like last couple of minutes are so good for the Radiant over here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but if they had messed up any of their ability casts there on top lane, if they had accidentally chained a stun imperfectly, like with birds into Earthshaker or something like that, I don't think they would have gotten all those kills that they had just gotten. That was perfectly done.
What sort of prize is this?
That was very well done. Smoke now from the Radiant.
They're trying to go into the Radiant Triangle. They won't find anything. Place a deep ward. Razor comes back to lane, and this Razor will be in trouble very shortly, I believe. Gets the Fisher, gets hooked. Yeah, that's it for the Razor over here.
That's some magic for Slark.
And even the kill for Slark to recover a bit. Slark is above the Naga. With how he, with lane versus Razor, like, it's impressive for Slark to be able to recover like that here. On top though, this should be careful. Like, they're starting to rotate everybody for him, and he's alone here, so he has the TP, but he needs to wait. Rubik will hold his stun since he's going down here.
Yeah.
They get at least something in return, This Visage is not out of control. Dire needed some kill. They needed some life over here.
No, not at all. I mean, he's only got 1 point in Soul Assumption. I think that's something important to note, is that he's not doing a ton of bursts. But that Grave Chill, I think, is where all his damage is trying to come from. Mid lane.
Ulti from the Trent. Very nice Fisher. Fudge. Starts to go down, and will go down. He doesn't have flesh shoots up. Fortunately for him.
That's really nice for Legion.
Yeah,
damage.
They overcommitted a bit. They tried to get a tower with the cardio wave. Also got punished for it.
Right. There was one thing I wanted to point out. I think Radiant's big advantage here is that they will continue to steal the Dire stats. Oh, bottom lane. Never mind. They will continue to steal the Dire's stats. If they had a silencer, I mean, they'd be losing stats all over the place. This would be an absolute travesty for Puppy Dog Esports throughout the game, and they get continuously more brain dead and weaker. And
that's why silencer was first phase banned by the Dire. They knew.
Like, we can't take this risk. There's no way.
LC is going first item blade mail. Hook from the Pudge lands on the Rubik, Rubik goes instantly down.
Okay, that's completely unnecessary tip, but I guess Pudge doesn't actually sap strength, but he gains strength.
Yeah. This Legion is in trouble right now. She's completely alone. She gets hooks back, and she will go down here.
For the rune?
She even doesn't have get the rune or anything. So what I wanted to say is that Legion is going for the blade mail first item here, and I really don't like it. Like they have no jump on the Dire team at all. Like they have no jump heroes. They have Naga Razor and you know their supports obviously as well. I think this Legion needed the blink. I don't see how they should start a fight with this Legion go blade mail first. And on the other side, the Pudge is going blink first item, so they will have the jump, you know. And the Earthshaker is almost there with his blink as well, because he's farming like half of the game, and gets like involved in every other kill. Actually, every kill, you know, he assisted in every kill that happened. So he will have his blink very soon. They'll have the blink and Pudge, and this Legion is not ready to get something in return. On top, Visage gets the tower. We'll get Ganon. We'll get brought down. Probably.
Not too hot.
He will.
Yeah.
He will. The Naga Illusions are really good versus Visage. They instantly remove the Gravekeeper cloak very fast. So
Smoke now from Radiant. They find the Rubik. The Rubik.
and, yeah, the Rubik will go down here. At least it's another one strength for the Pudge. Right?
Yeah. It's more than one strength, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is now. Right. I'm leaving it in the past.
Slark's pretty happy. I mean, Slark's happily farming this bottom lane. He's got his Echo Saber now.
Yeah, as a carry, when you can sit in your lane until like 15 minutes to the game and there is nothing that scares you, it feels amazing. Because like Dire has almost no burst, and there is no jump, right? There is no blink on LC. He knows there is no blink on LC, so he can freely farm like that because he knows he can escape every time.
Right. I think Dire's plan is just to kind of hang out until they're able to get enough.
I just don't. Win. Right, but I don't see a way. Like so, Pudge even adds another big hook on the LC. Trend Protector ultis, but this LC will still go down very fast. This Pudge could be in deep trouble, but he has haste, so he should be able to run away from this.
Yep. I think Spatchcocked Chickens is on a timer here. They obviously have the stronger early game, but I think Puppy Dog Esports.
Do you think they're on that big of a timer though?
I mean, once this Naga gets big, it's gonna be so difficult to deal with.
I mean,
her.
they have a very farm Pudge.
I guess they do have a Pudge.
So they have something.
Yeah.
Rubik goes down as well. Pudge still alive. Finally goes down. Big Echo Slam, but
Rice Boy's so sad.
ulti used on the Visage. Visage will live through everything.
Whoa! Here's the Slark.
Slark comes and another nice Fisher from the Ka. Maybe it will get an additional kill on the Legion. No, she'll be able to run away with the bonus move speed. The Trend Protector though will get caught off, will get stunned, and will die.
Slark, of course, for the
This Naga deals so much damage on the Visage.
Yeah, they caught the Visage again. Oh, they're gonna catch the Slark. Slark doesn't have an ultimate.
Blink reveal from the Earthshaker will result in a kill on the Trend Protector, and this Legion will also go down on the to the Pudge over here.
Oh,
almost.
Maybe.
Yeah, she runs back into.
She'll get stunned anyway. Yeah.
Earthshaker had no mana there. If his Arcane Boots would come off cooldown 1 second earlier, he could get stunned on the Naga. But
I'm surprised that the Slark didn't just jump.
still, overall, 2 for 4 engagement. So really good for the Radiant. And the Spudge gets closer to Axe with every second. You know? And that's a very big timing, obviously, for the Pudge.
Right, and as much as we can say that Dire is on a timer, Radiant's on a timer, if they keep playing like this, I mean, it's really Dire who needs to be afraid of this Slark that's going to be huge.
Yeah, like, when your mid is same net worth as enemy 4, you know that your game is not going great.
Yeah, no kidding.
Missed the stun, but they'll still get the LC. LC cannot do anything, will go down.
Oh.
And this turn protector will get caught off by the great blink stun from Earthshaker.
Oh,
Budge
blink
goes
forward
with the
the
blink
Budge?
even deeper, goes on the Rubik in the back lines. We'll finish him off as well.
Damn.
Really nice play from both Ka and Sensei Raven in this game so far. And the really good part is like Slark and Budge are really bad at pushing towers, but they have the Visage to compensate for that, so
Right.
they don't have that problem.
And just going for what, Vlad's Boots of Bearing into probably Wraith Pact, right?
Yeah, the standard standard stuff. He
And
could
at
opt out for like Solar Crest or something for Roche, but I don't think he will.
No, I think it's unlikely. I think it's entirely possible that what happens is,
They get the jump on the Razor. Razor doesn't have the BKB yet. Will go into the down instantly.
that broom hit will really useful for the Slark. They're actually able to hit over the Earthshaker wall. Yeah, what I was saying is, you know, I think the Wraith Pact timing from Visage is going to line up almost perfectly with the Ags on Pudge, and I mean, pretty good with whatever Slark is going to get after this Ags. It looks like Lincoln's. So once they hit, if they hit all of these item spikes at the same time, they're going to absolutely roll this game. I mean, there's no way to stop them if they get all these items. Kai has.
Yeah, Naga is the Dire's kind of only chance right now. Everybody else is verified by it, especially this LC. This LC is basically in the same position as DP last game. And you know, like she just gets Blade Mail now, and she even doesn't have it yet 18 minutes in the game. So this LC really doesn't do anything right now.
Absolute despair.
And you know, she even doesn't have the overwhelming odds. So not even one spell, not one skill point there. So.
All smoked on the Dire or on the
They're
Radiant.
trying to find this Naga farming, but Naga is farming in their own triangle right now.
Yeah, that's not good.
They see Naga's courier though. This Naga courier should die, and it has part of the orchid. So I don't know why.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, come on, guys.
They tried to bait on a courier or something, but it
Radiant's
didn't work
bottom
out.
tower.
I got confused with the aftershock from Ka. He's like, oh shit, I got enchant totem first.
Radiant's middle tower is
Dojical?
under attack.
Vibin. I've seen so many Nagas do this. Just sit behind their enemies tier 2s and just
Yeah,
throw...
you should remember this Naga player. He's almost 8k, right? So he knows he's a good player. He knows what to do. He will just sit over here and send his illusions to clear basically all 3 waves over here, or at least 2 of them.
No way.
Oh, almost. If he's...
this guy? What is that TP?
Oh my god, that's amazing. It's honestly like good guess from both of them, but it was so close to getting that Naga over there. Sensei Raven sees the Naga on the board right now. He wants to go in solo on her. Still sees her on the board. He has the blink. He wants to wait for his team.
Man, that game sense is crazy. I think they
Yes,
found the real one.
On this Naga. The Naga has almost no HP and will get up going down. Doesn't have the time to press her ulti. Very nice chain stun from Visage and Pudge.
I'm still amazed by that CP. That was incredible.
Yeah.
Like,
and
no
they're
information.
going to defend the bottom tower. They still have the glyphs, so this bottom tower won't go down. Everybody's TPing in.
Yep. Here it is.
2 seconds till dismember on Pudge.
BKB on Razor. This is not good.
Yeah, the Pudge needed to wait a bit more till he gets his BKB.
Ka has Blink. There's the Echo Slam. Slark's trying to find the damage to this Razor, but he's just not taking that much. Yeah, the Treant armor giving so much survivability to the Razor.
This is just over here though. This should be able to clean up this LC.
That looks like a kill, maybe. Slark has Ags.
Yeah, Slark will finish up the war. I mean, it's not the wars that could have happened. It's the BKB first usage on the Razor, but it could have been much better if this Pudge waited like 2 more seconds, you know, until he had the dismember. Then we're going on the...
I got he finds the Rubik.
And the Visage found the Trim Protector as well. Trim Protector has like a lot of armor from his limited armor, so he might be... Oh, Slark misses the bounce, but they should be still able to get this kill, yeah.
Dealing 90 agility. 9 permanent agility. Not bad, not bad.
Also, for the fights, it should be noted, like, I don't know if you know how it works, but the pounds always lands on the real Nugget.
Right.
Like, he's not good at killing the illusions, but he is good at finding the real Nugget.
They're also good at finding this Elsie.
Yep. Oh.
Radiant's top tower
Okay,
is
they
under
still get
attack.
it. Yeah, this Elsie doesn't get a break. You know, she's really far away still from the blink, and really gets slowed down every time.
Yeah, she is. This usually happens every game. There's usually one core on the bottom half of the net worth, and it's currently the position 2 who's. It's not like a big break. Usually, you know, it's a big break between the cores and the supports. I mean, Elsie really looks like she's in line with Ka. Like, it's pretty bad.
Yep. Radiant are going into the Roche pit, and I don't think Dire have anything to contest them.
Visage has Ags now, or has Wraith Pack. Sorry, and Pudge is only 700 off of his Ags. So yeah, timing's lining up pretty well. Oh, Pudge accidentally found Naga. Oh,
Everybody missed their spells? I mean,
okay.
now Slark comes in, he has another pounce. Naga will just ulti and TP away safely.
That's smart. Alright. Naga has her Orchid now. What's the next item looking like for her? She's got Manta, she's got Orchid.
I mean, it should be the heart, right?
Right.
She needs some survivability. I mean, the other option is Scotty, but I don't think Scotty is that good this game.
I don't think it's your third item for sure. I think it's maybe
Dire's top
fourth,
tower
fifth
is
item.
under attack.
Probably fourth item. You need something. You know what she's gonna do? She's gonna go for
Great conductor.
she's gonna go for. Is it Bloodthorn that
Radiant's
builds with
middle
Mage Slayer?
tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
the upgraded Orchid.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay, yeah. She's going Bloodthorn for this Pudge.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
tower
it's like it's
is under
definitely good
attack.
versus the Pudge. Absolutely.
Right. Yep, and I think the Orchid's also really good for a mana regen, so she doesn't have to constantly ship out clarities and stuff. It's gotta be so obnoxious to play against for Radiant. You want to do anything, but all your waves are gone constantly. That's awful. 2 lanes
So
pushed in.
they will smoke out and they'll go into the bottom jungle. They'll try to find this Naga. The Naga, they run into her. They get the stun off, and this Naga will die. Really good kill for the Radiant. Now Naga pressure is off for almost a minute, and they can go for Roche or whatever else they want to do. But they need to capitalize on this Naga kill. It cannot be just a kill for nothing.
Ooh. Almost catching the Treant Protector there, but not quite. Razor going BKB into Heaven's Halberd, presumably for the Slark. Unless she really hates one of the Visage Birds and wants to turn it around on them.
Their supports are on the wards. They get found and the Treant will go down. Rubik also gets stunned by the Hoodwing and should get chased down by the Slark here. Yeah.
12 Agi for the Slark.
And Ka is already in the Roche pit, making the call for his team to come over. This should be an absolutely free Roche for the Radiant team.
Let's see, and Slark has more than enough damage, especially with that Agi that he's stolen from the recent 2 kills. Naga's back on the map, but...
Legion finally gets her blink, so the Dire now have some way of initiating and starting the fight.
She's just so far behind though. 20 dual damage at 25 minutes is not what you want to see from a mid LC.
Your song has fallen to the Radiant.
Naga's saving up. I think she's surely going heart, right? There's no way she buys the rest of the Bloodthorn. Kyle going Force Staff. Smack Tricks, I'm curious what his next item is. AC. I mean, that makes sense. All around good guy is
Radiant's bottom tower is
going
under
for a
attack.
Maelstrom. Of course. Love
And
it.
he actually goes for the Maelstrom, yeah. He goes for the Gleipnir. Smack runs into two Dire heroes. They jump for the Rubik. They get the Rubik first. Easy kill on the Rubik. And this Razor doesn't pop the BKB, gets chain stunned, will go down as well.
Yeah, you can't afford to play risky against an Earthshaker with your BKB. I mean, almost guaranteeing you get chain stunned if you get the first hit on you. And he just finished his halberd as well.
And Naga does go for the Skadi. She doesn't go for the heart, she goes for the Skadi. I mean, in some way, she knows she's the one who needs to deal damage, right? She's the one who should kill the heroes. But, so it's like, you know, it's in between of going just straight for the Bloodthorn and going for the heart. Some survivability and some damage.
Right, and I guess she's just hoping that her Terrain Protector and her Legion can...
Yeah, this Naga, like, she's strong, and Radiant don't have the best way of dealing with her, but still, like, you know, she doesn't buy innately BKB, and that means it's really hard for her. Trent gets caught up in the jungle walking around under the wards. Meanwhile, Visage just pushes towers. They have the vision, and Slark is nearby him. Dual use, but this...
Come on!
He's still survived. He survives, he drops down in his shard, and now this Pudge is going in.
Yeah, Puppy Dogs is just backing.
Yeah, like this Naga realizes that she can, like, even though she has farm, she just cannot fight into 5 of them, you know? She doesn't have BKB, she doesn't have anything, like, she'll get chain stunned by this Earthshaker who is holding his Echo Slam every time until Naga decides to go in.
Slark has the Lincolns and he has almost 3,000 health, not to mention Shadow Dance, Depth Shroud,
Yeah.
another kill for Pudge.
Yeah, it's literally all game long the same thing, you know, it's a Fissure into Pudge either blinding on top of you or poking you out. So.
Radiant's courier
Oh!
has been
No.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle
All around good guy's already got his Javelin. And this is kind of their timing, right? They've got the Wraith Pact on they've got Wraith Pact on
Yeah,
Smack
like
Tricks.
they're literally taking two lanes of rocks, and what can Dire do?
Right, they've got 3 items on Slark. Pudge is gigantic.
Legion
is dead.
Gets hooked in, dies again. There's just
Another
no it's kind of similar to game 1. The Dire just don't have a way to start the fight. You know, like every time they get jumped, they don't have a way to start the fight themselves, and they're not strong enough to survive the initial jump from the other team.
Right.
But
On the other hand, Naga doing Naga things. She's pushed out all the waves, so no more push. Just gonna push the next ones. This is horrible. Dire knows they have to find this Naga because they can't actually make progress without finding her.
I mean, they do find Naga over here, but
I think it's Naga.
yeah, Naga runs into the Hoodwink. Get the sounds off. This Hoodwink should die. And Naga even TP's away as she kills her with the illusions.
This Naga is insane. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but holy jeez, man. Can't believe some of these carries. It's interesting. Slark's actually overtaken her in net worth from, I guess, all the hero kills and...
Yeah,
all
he's
their...
11 and 0, so he has a very good time.
I guess that'll do it. I'm gonna check the win probability graphs. Yeah, this is looking
rough, to say the least.
pretty Spatchcocked sided. I don't know.
Slark jumps on the...
Oh, they get the Naga.
Big hook on the Naga, and this Naga will go down.
Ooh, no buyback.
Yeah, no
And they
buyback.
have
Even if they don't know that she doesn't have buyback, they at least try to force it, and you know, it's at least another lane. They have the clips in mid. They have another wave coming after that, so it's at least it's GG.
Yeah.
top tower
Yeah.
has fallen.
I know you were saying I hope it's not another stomp.
Well,
But,
at least we get a game 3. You know, you wanted a game 3, you're getting a game 2.
There we go. Wow, that was I mean, I thought it was gonna be completely Puppy Esports sided, but Spatchcock executed. I mean, Cull did that game.
You know, this time, like, that's what I'm saying. Cot rotates a lot, and he does really good lane rotations. Like, he's a really good support player. And this time they just had an offlaner that didn't get punished for his rotations. So, really good to, like, you know, they have the same idea in the draft that way, but, like, they improved, you know, game 1, where Death Prophet died over time and again. Visage has most durability in lane, so worked out way better. Both Pudge and Earthshaker played amazingly, you know, like really a lot of clutch early game plays. Who do you give the MVP in this game to?
Let's see. I mean, I think we kind of touched on it earlier at the start of that game. The whole point for Spatchcock, the way for Spatchcock to win the game is they have to execute on the person you know, completing those executions and making sure they actually get done is Ka. I mean, the rotations to mid lane absolutely annihilated the LC's game. She was basically a non-character as soon as she got ganked for the second time. It allowed Sensei Raven to snowball. It gave Visage solo.
You need to join the lobby, by the way.
Oh yeah. It gave Visage solo XP so that he could do what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
It's got to be Ka for that game.
Yeah, I will agree with you because Ka both secured the mid, and you know let the Pudge have the good game. You know, Pudge had a good game and he had a lot of like good hooks and good like you know he made the game, but Ka set up the game for Sensei Raven to take over.
Right, and it's kind of different from the previous game where Puppy Dog Esports Club had a solid draft where everybody just had to do their job, and it happened to be Johnny, you know, going above and beyond. At this point in this draft, it was really everybody has a job to do, but Cuz by far is the hardest to do. You know, Hoodwink, you know, don't die too much, do some damage. Pudge, get your ags, you know, Slark, be Slark, and Visage, push towers. Cuz the only one who had a very, very distinctly hard game plan that he had to execute for this game to work, and he did it. It was amazing. Alternatively, if I were to give a second MVP, it would be to Logical. I think Logical did everything in his power that he possibly could to make the game not so horribly one-sided. And he did a great job at stopping some pushers. And there were some of those plays in that game where it's like, man, this guy really knows what he's doing. Like, this guy's something else. I keep thinking about that one TP out with no information. He's like, I feel like they're near. I'm just gonna leave.
Yep. Definitely, he played like the best he could with the Naga, but like his team was just too far behind, and you know, there's so much you can do.
Right. I wonder if they're going to go back to the Rubik this game. I wonder if they're going to ban anything different. I wonder if Puppy Dog Esports Club is kind of shaken after that last one, because they looked extremely confident in the first one. Very, like,
this game Rubik doesn't look that scary, see, right? Even though, like, in theory there would be a lot of good stuff to steal here, you know, with the Pudge or the Shaker. He didn't have that great of a game. This time he was actually getting jumped and was killed. So it's interesting, you know, if they didn't decide to ban Rubik after game 1, I don't think they'll ban it now.
No, of course not. Lane ban, Marcy ban. I expect to see an Undying ban. And for the first time this whole series, Spatchcocked Chickens has second pick.
Yep. Yeah, because I think they selected the second pick actually, and the Puppy Dog, you know, got dire after that.
Right.
Yeah.
Silencer.
You don't ban Silencer. Silencer comes out in the first pick.
I feel like Valve just can't seem to get Silencer right. He's either like by far the worst support in the entire game, or he's like ridiculous.
Well, it's the same with most heroes who have like ultimates that change the game around and turn team fights around. Or like, you know, in some like the heroes are centered around their ultimates, it's really hard to balance them. And with the heroes, they're not ultimate reliant, or you know, like it's other way around. What do you think about Hoodwink Tiny opening? Do you think it's Tiny 4? Do you think it's Core Tiny? What do you think?
I think it's the same thing they did game 1 with the Shadow Fiend, where you can put the Tiny at 2 or 4, even 3 if you really want to. It was the same deal with Shadow Fiend, where they had that flexibility in the draft. So, but when you pick a Hoodwink and a Tiny, I suppose they could run Hoodwink 5 again. It seemed okay last game. It wasn't outstanding or anything, but it's another flex pick.
Yeah. Also, Tiny is pretty good versus the Ember, because you can, you know, if he uses the fists, you can pre-cast the Avalanche, you know, on his landing rotation to insta-catch him after that. So they do have some catch for this Ember, which is the good part for them.
Right, and I'm surprised to see the Snap Ember pick once you like see a Tiny, because Tiny's not going to shy away from a mid lane matchup against Ember Spirit. That sounds great. I'd love to take that if I were Tiny.
I'm thinking more about this. Tiny would be more likely in my eyes, but I may be wrong.
I think it's entirely possible. With the way that Cuz been playing in his rotations and what he likes to do with his characters.
Yeah, it feels like Ka type of hero, right? Like Shaker, Earth Spirit, that type of stuff.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Alright, so the Puppy Dog, after they lose, they go other way around. They ban every hero they can from the previous draft. They ban the Pudge, they ban the Visage, they ban Slark. They're not letting Spatchcocked Chickens get the same heroes again. Also, Nike's ban from the Radiant. Okay, just wanted to say that probably means that Tiny will be core, and I don't need to tell anymore. Tiny will be core. It is the Earth Spirit for Ka.
Yep, and I think that's a very reasonable pick. It's going to be a little weird into Silencer, but I don't think it's bad at all. Silencer, I think it's actually probably good against Silencer. I mean, this guy, if you kick him out of his lane, he's just dead.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure how that works in terms of lane. Like, it's again, you know, they'll have a lane that can jump and kill you, and Dire Puppy Dog Esports Club, they'll have the lane for the sustained damage for you know, like overtime. So it's again the same thing as game one. We'll see how it goes this time, right? And we'll see what is the offlaner. Is it the tiny or is it tiny mid? We'll see here in a second. Next for the puppy dog.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't see like any obvious counters. You know, like in my eyes, Nyx is not the best hero right now. So like I consider picking it. You know, when you're playing against Dawnbreakers, when you're playing against, I don't know, like a Kata or something, right? The heroes that are really scared of getting carry placed. Even like, you know, if it would be Nyx for the Radiant, I would actually see it like as a better versus the Ember with a shield.
Right.
I don't see that great of a thing, except for like, you know, a scenario where Tiny gets Ags and the Ags gets cancelled by Nyx Assassin. But like that's some very weird theory crafting we get here.
Doombringer.
Doom Nyx lane. This lane doesn't look scary to me, if I'm honest with you. Like for the Radiant right now, it's really open what they want for the carry. Like it's basically whatever they want for the carry, they can pick now, and they should be fine.
Right. Right. I think they want to go back to, if they want to pick Drow, I think Drow is not too bad. You don't want to play it with a Hoodwink in lane. Hell, what if they ran a tiny 5? No, that's a bad idea. Never mind, that wouldn't work. Here's what I'll say. I think Puppy Dog Esports, their main issues they kind of get run at. I guess the Doom will kind of center the fight.
Well,
they needed a big guy like that, but
yeah, they will need to get the jump. They have Nyx to have vision. Okay, Anti-Mage. Not sure about Anti-Mage, if I'll be honest.
It's not bad. I think.
I mean, I wouldn't pick Anti-Mage for myself or ask for Anti-Mage in a game like that. I see an Nyx Assassin, that means he'll follow me around while invisible. I'm trying to farm somewhere, and you know, he'll find and kill me. The Doom, I mean, if you're really fast, you can reflect it, and it's good in lane versus Doom. But after that, it can get very hard. I'm not sure. Like, I wouldn't pick Anti-Mage versus Nyx Assassin, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, I'm concerned about just picking it in the second phase. I don't think Puppy Dogs Esports would have banned it at all. I think you could have afforded to left it to like the last pick, but now Puppy Dog Esports has a whole pick against it to choose something that plays fast, you know?
Yeah.
So,
like, and I'm saying, like, it's not like it absolutely counters Dire Draft so far, right? It's not a sense
right.
like with Anti-Mage, you know, like if, you know, it's not like they have 4 int heroes with no stuns or something like that, where you really want that Anti-Mage over there.
Right. Yeah, it's not the case at all.
No, Anti-Mage is good versus Silencer. And like, because Silencer innately will have a ton of mana, and like you can jump Silencer and like, you know, kill everybody around him when he runs out of mana. So there is that, but like with Anti-Mage, you're always more focused of, am I dying this game than am I killing him? Because if you're not dying, you're probably killing them anyway. They banned PA because PA is a very good hero versus Anti-Mage. That's understandable. I think Dire seems to think that it is tiny mid, and they need an offlaner.
Yeah, I tend to believe that.
Yeah.
What do you think about having a Doom mid, and then you play? I guess you could play like Ember 1, Nyx 4, Silencer 5, and then you pick an offlaner that does really well against Anti-Mage, and then you just kind of roll the game with Doom and whatever that offlaner is.
I mean, Anti-Mage is a really strong laner, honestly. Like, it's pretty hard to pick a hero that's very good against him. It would need to be like... It would need to be something very specific. I don't know, like a Wind Ranger or something. Like something weird, you know, like it's something unusual. Because Anti-Mage counters most usual offlaners.
Radiant team back.
I don't know. I don't
What
think
about, like,
I don't think they'll go that way, you know? Like from my experience, like playing these leagues, people tend to go like more conventional, but as I said, like it depends also on the team. I know teams that will go like absolutely whack and like will pick a mid and Faceless Void 5 as in last game we played against the team. But,
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, I think that it would be really bad to lane Doom into Anti. It wouldn't be too bad to lane Doom into Anti-Mage.
It
Yeah,
is
if you get a
bad
mana
because you don't have you'll be out of mana all the time and you'll never be able to cast your abilities. So you're basically
Right.
just there. And then like if Anti-Mage is smart, he'll get Orb of Venom and Corrosion after that, and they'll run you down with Hoodwink. So it's like it's really bad lane with Doom. We'll see.
Right, so then you can't afford to run the Doom then against the anti-mage. Then you're basically just guaranteeing yourself a lost lane.
I mean, you're basically guaranteeing Anti-Mage a good lane.
Right.
You're as a Doom, you'll still farm your thing from your Devour and stuff. Probably, like, I don't think you'll die that much. But it won't be a good lane for sure. Especially with Nyx. Nyx is pretty weak support. Not good versus Anti-Mage either in lane. It's the mid game I'm scared of Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage laning should be fine this game. I think whatever they put for him, unless they pick something weird with the last pick.
10 seconds
Right.
remaining.
In that case, what do you pick for Puppy Dog Esports?
I mean, assuming they need a carry here, I don't know, maybe even a Naga again, maybe TB or something like that.
What about PL, maybe? Probably not PL. No, because he got dunked by Earth Spirit.
Yeah, I don't
We all
know,
know
like,
all-round-
they need something, I don't know what exactly they need. You could...
Radiant team
Sorry.
pick.
To it. Alright.
Sorry?
Yeah, there is a TB.
Yeah, yeah. And what's a Spatchcocked chickens? They're presumably looking for a mid laner.
Yeah, I know, they're looking for offlaner probably, it should be time.
Oh, right. Yeah. Offlaner beats TB,
5
deals with
seconds
Doom,
remaining.
is okay against Silencer. Smells like Pudge or Tidehunter? Oh, well, Tidehunter's banned. Oh, Pudge is also banned, actually.
Honestly, what about Viper or something like that?
Viper.
Yeah.
And then you rely on your Tiny for frontline.
I mean, you have Tiny, you have Earth Spirit.
Oh.
Choose your
Okay,
hero.
that's really good versus the TB.
yeah.
That's really good versus TB. That's okay in lane because he doesn't use like any spells like in the middle. You know, like Maximum Surgeon himself. It's also a good combo with Earth Spirit. You know, you give it's very old combo, right? You give the Iron Shield to Earth Spirit bullies around. TB very low HP hero. Silencer not the highest HP hero as well. I think this is a really good offlane for Spatchcocked chickens with the Darkseer Earth Spirit. I really like it. I think
it's the
Anti-Mage
same-
will have a good lane.
It's the same situation as like game one where they just have to execute it correctly.
Yeah, if
Right.
they execute the lanes correctly and they're ahead after the lanes, I think they have a very good chance to win. Scary part is the mid game. You know, if it doesn't go that well and Anti-Mage, like, if the game is even, like 50 minutes in the game and Anti-Mage needs to still farm his like main items, right? It can get scary if Nyx plays it properly, like chases around Anti-Mage, setups, Ember TPs and Doom, you know, like catching him with like global silence or something, right? They have very good catch in the mid game, which is why I'm scared with Anti-Mage. But
Yeah.
lane should be good. And if the lane goes as it should go, he'll be ahead, and Anti-Mage ahead is scary.
Well, in that case, who are you putting your money on?
Well, I'll put it on the Radiant. I think Kyrie Spirit is really good, and with Iron Shell, he'll do too much, and Terrorblade will be behind Anti-Mage, and they'll be able to snowball. You know, they'll not be able to find Anti-Mage enough times to compensate for that. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I think I'd agree. I think Cuz shown that he actually maybe he just needed like a warm-up game or something to figure out how to play his role again.
I
Or
mean,
just get in the groove.
he did play nice in game one. It's not like he made mistakes.
Right.
It's
right.
just I would say it's more of a draft problem with the DP in that game, like than the actual play.
That's fair.
And
Yeah, I
in
think
this
I-
game, so for Dire to win, they need to execute perfectly. You know, they need this Nyx to run around chasing Anti-Mage. They need the global sciences to be on point, like when they find him. Like they need. It's not an easy draft for them. You know, like opposite of like what was said about game one or something. You know, when it was really easy to execute draft with Night Stalker Emperor running around. This time they need to be precisely on point with how they use their spells and everything. You know, one time you use Doom not an Anti-Mage, Anti-Mage goes ham and fight, right? So they really need to be on point with their stuff. They're trying to smoke and cash off guard, but this anti-mage will not go for the rune. Hopefully this Hoodwink will survive as well.
Right. Did they tip him or something?
Yeah.
How do they ping him already?
No, they're tipping. It's a friendly tip from Tiny to.
Oh, no, I thought they pinged anti-mage in the trees.
No, I think it's.
No, that's Dark.
I think yeah, they're pinging because they know, right? If anti-mage doesn't show, like that means that he's hiding somewhere near his tower, like.
No, it's Darkseer ping.
Yeah, it's normal thing. It's normal.
Right, no, it's Radiant pinging their own anti-mage. Am I confused? Oh no, it's fine.
The battle begins.
Ah,
Alright, 2 for 2 split.
close.
Nothing.
But no banana.
Terrorblade opening up with no regen. Opening up with the Band of Elvenskin and the Coin Blade.
Because he knows that they're gonna try to kill him as fast as possible, so he's just gonna go jungle. He's gonna go like Band of Elvenskin. Glove
I'm
of
not
Haste,
sure
and
that
just
going
dip-
no regen in lane at all. I mean, he's bringing it now, right? But
Really like one pack of tangos or something, right? Or salve, yeah.
Salve, yeah. I mean, the tangos you can feed from the silencer. But...
Right.
And you can see they're just pushing in the wave, right? They're just staying with the double iron shells. They're pushing the wave non-stop, and then they'll try to harass like silencer out or something. They see him on the ward right now.
Has been killed.
I don't want to call it too early, but do you think Kuz gonna do a pull around?
No, it's a bit of a different lane. They just want to go in with 2 iron shells into them.
Smash tricks. There's his ion shell. Like, it's not too hard for TV to last in under tower. He's got pretty good base damage. He's got a quelling blade and a band.
Yeah, and he has the armor to survive. It's fine. But as a Darkseer, usually you're very weak level 1. So when you can safely farm first couple waves as Darkseer, it's really good for you. They get the kickback on the silencer, but he should still be fine.
There's
the vacuum level 1 getting really low on both heroes. TV form popped. They're fine. And still, like, another range creeps for the Darkseer. The Darkseer is really happy right now. I didn't have the last hits on. Yeah, he's 11 at 0. Like, he's absolutely, he's killing every creep in every wave right now. So.
Fair.
And on the bottom, Doom has no mana, as we predicted. You know, it's pretty obvious with how bottom. So this anti-mage should have a free game unless he makes some major mistakes. And the top is going as you would want for the Dire as well. I mean, for the Radiant as well.
Mid lane, Tiny versus Ember. That's absolutely a Tiny favored lane. Ember can hit you, but you can hit him back just significantly harder.
They're going for the kill on this Ember with the car rotation, and this Ember is going down. Amazing rotation from the car.
A fool's first lesson is his last.
That's remarkable. I mean, Khan knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. He knows his Earth Spirit, right? He knows the plays. And
No
see,
kidding.
the thing is, because he secured first couple waves for the Darkseer, he can afford to leave now the Darkseer, because the Darkseer has the advantage, and like it's fine even if he misses some creeps. No, you know, this Darkseer is absolutely fine. So, and Anti-Mage is 18 and 3. He's going straight for the Ringer region. He knows like he's not scared of anything in the lane. He'll have a very early Battlefury most likely.
Yep. I mean, this is about as good as you can ask for it to go for Radiant. I don't think Dire's doing particularly bad. This is pretty much how we expected lanes to go, given that Radiant could execute, and they're doing more than a good job.
Yes, Darkseer is getting a bit low, but he has the head rush. He's getting tangled up. Khan will go on the Terrorblade. Will slow him down, but Terrorblade is fine for now. Gets vacuumed back. Iron Shell on top of the Khan, and this Terrorblade is very low.
He's running.
Yeah.
I don't know how far you can run though, man. There's apparently far enough.
Darkseer. Oh, Khan misses the roll. This probably he has the boulder smash. Yeah. He has a smash. Terrorblade leaves him 20 HP.
Oh.
And he finished
Nice.
him off.
Yeah, Khan knows what he's doing.
Yep.
He can kill his
Darkseer
silence.
goes back to lane. Yeah, he has the urn already. Oh, amazing plays.
This guy. Holy shit.
And meanwhile,
No one-
bottom, both dire heroes have no mana. They're both melee versus anti-mage. What can I
This
say?
anti-mage is free.
I
24 and
right
5.
now, you know, with me saying that I wouldn't pick anti-mage in this game, I would gladly play anti-mage in this game right now.
Even mid's going in the favor of
Yeah, they got the
Yeah.
first blood right with the configuration, so it's that's secured lane basically for Tiny, giving
Right.
him 1 level advantage for the rest of the lane.
right. Not that Tiny particularly needs a level advantage as much as he desperately needs a gold, like just some blink dagger or something to kind of exist with his Darkseer. I mean, levels are important as well, but this is looking really. Oh, Cuz in with the
Another
rotation.
on the Ember. Ember doesn't have 6 yet. They still have the toss back. Oh, misses the toss.
Brutal. Brutal.
And he doesn't have any region. Oh, Darkseer ends up going down to the second meta from the Charblade.
Yep. Level 2 Arcane Curse. It's a lot of slow.
Now, he'll respawn, he'll TP back. Meta should end up, it's around that time already. And we should be scared for his TP. Like, this TP has 500 health. So, you know, you can die really easily in this lane.
Right.
Insta Iron Shell on the Earth Spirit, level 2 Iron Shell.
Fatalness needs this next rune so bad to maintain an advantage in mid, otherwise you're gonna have to walk back. Uh-oh. He's committed to walking back. Never mind. I guess you can't really contest an Ember. He's about to hit 6 on this wave and theoretically take the rune before you. Or at least Ember could kill you. Darkseer is not looking super happy, but Ka is there to support. Ka is actually a higher level than the
Radiant's
Darkseer.
middle tower is under
Somewhat
attack.
unsurprisingly. Alright, Ka, Boulder Smash, roll. He's got the Ion Shell.
Yep.
And of course the Urn.
Silencer will go down.
Oh, here's Ember though.
Ember with the rotation. Ka has the Rolling Boulder. Will Rolling Boulder successfully. Ember Spirit uses the second remnant. Gets pushed away. He has the haste, so he should be able to run down the Ka. Yeah, and he does.
Yep.
Very good rotation. You know, we saw that Tiny needed to go back, so he couldn't contest for the minute 6 rune, and it cost for the Radiant.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And his Darkseer should be careful a bit. They're rotating back with the Emperor stays and Silencer is back. This Darkseer should die as well here right now. Yeah.
+2, baby. It's free int.
Couple misplays from the
Dire's
Radiant
middle
team
tower is under
in
attack.
last minute. You know, unsuccessful gank mid. And that cost Darkseer advantage on top. So now on the bottom lane, kill on the Nyx, and they could follow up on the Doom as well. Doom is out of mana. Will go down.
Nice kill from Sensei Raven. And that puts him at what? 101 with the Ring of Health and Phase Boots already. Or, sorry, Power Treads. He's well on his way to the Battle Fury.
On top, Darkseer is getting chased around again by another meta from the TB. Trying to escape from the. Honestly, it's not that bad. Like, cause TB is wasting time, right? He will kill. He will probably end up dying here, so it's okay. But he did his best. In the mid lane, Ka jumps the Emperor. Emperor doesn't have mana to go back to this remnant. Ka?
He doesn't really have mana to do anything he wants to do either, so.
Tiny didn't have mana HP.
Dire's middle
They're
tower is under
overcommitting hard.
They need to slow down the pace of this game. This is just getting to be way too much for Radiant. Doom's gonna come in as now, and Fatalness is trying to run, but it's not gonna be enough. Triple kill for the Silencer.
We just see why Silencer is such a strong laner right now. You know, every time they try, like you try to go somewhere in lane near Silencer, he just does so much damage early on in the game. Anti-Mage, Sounds, Nyx easily kills him off.
Yeah, so as many things went right for the Dire in that last mid scuffle. I mean, this Anti-Mage is so far ahead now. He's not. I mean, so far ahead, but he's off to a fantastic start.
He is, but like until Manta, it will be really easy to kill him after Nyx gets level 6. When the supports, both supports have level 6, and until like Anti-Mage has Manta, and it will be really hard for him. So that's the scary part of the game, as I said, and it's important that other heroes in the game, you know, can do enough to, you know, to protect Anti-Mage during that time.
Darkseer going first item mech. As a rotation comes into top from Ka and Fatalness.
They'll get intercepted by the Silencer. The Silencer probably will die for the interception, but he'll gladly give his life for the Terrorblade life over here.
I mean, that's definitely the preference as opposed to, you know, your Terrorblade dying.
Yeah, Terrorblade keep his away. Now, they don't have a good tower push in this game. Tiny is no longer a great tower push, right? And especially mid Tiny going one level 1 tree grab. So, Darkseer provides almost no tower push as well, so this tower won't fall for a long time.
The flames rush forth.
Well, they got Catapult coming next wave, and I suppose that's what they're looking for. Terrorblade already has a Dragon Lance. Fast. I guess he's gotten a few kills in lane, so he's, you know, wasn't going to be too hard for him to get to it early.
Dire's top tower is under
I'm still interested to see how this pans out, because, I mean, Dire seems to have an advantage despite Radiant's amazing start, but this Anti-Mage is doing quite well. I want to see if they can do it with him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
See,
He's
Doom
getting
has
better
the
from
Soul
Ray.
Ring, so he can cast Doom. If Anti-Mage is not fast enough, Silence comes out, comes the Doom out. This Anti-Mage is in deep trouble. Ember comes over as well. Misses the... Oh, he doesn't have the chains. So, but this Anti-Mage should still go down. Gets healed by the mech. Survives for now. Ends up going down, and the Darkseer will go down as well.
And they both go to...
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, they both go to TB. TB has meta. They have a catapult. It's going to be a tower down for the Radiant. And that was like the one character they really needed to not die. I mean, Smack
Yeah, they
dying
almost ended up saving him, but just a bit not enough. Like it was
Yeah.
1 more second of Doom.
It's close. It was close. And Anti-Mage didn't have any points in counter spell, so there's no way he was getting out of any of that magic damage.
And especially
Or
like
for that
reflecting the Doom, right? But he was silenced by the Silencer ulti. But anyway.
What can you do? That's Dota. All around good guy. I expect to see Midas soon. Ah, he went Shrinks. Lame. Ka is moving on his way towards Spirit Vessel. Because apparently the current murder he's been committing is not enough for him. Smoke now. This is going to be really bad. If they try to take a fight in the triangle here, we're going to get absolutely spanked. So many people around the triangle as well, and you definitely don't want to find a Doom of all
Yeah,
people.
he doesn't have a... I mean, he's Invis as well. So he should be fine. He goes for the Doom. Should be able to get them with a blink from the Tiny. Nice kill on the Doom. Now
And
they
they
need
get
to
out.
retreat in time. Counter smoke comes for the Dire. They're already close, but I don't think they will be able to catch him yet. They retreat in time.
Wow. That was really close. I was like, the Silencer's going to press Arcane Curse, and things are going to start going very poorly. Speaking of things going poorly, Smack Tricks down bottom. Arcane Curse, last word, stun.
No, he'll be fine. It's just two supports. They don't have enough damage. Everything.
Lucky that Darkseer didn't have Ion Shell on there.
Doom has Doom up in 10 seconds, and the Global Silence is up. So it's scary time for the Radiant right now. Tiny used his burst. Tiny will get gets Blink off in time, just as he was about to get hit by the Scorched Earth.
Very scary. Here's Johnny.
Oh, very nice stun from the Hoodwink just in time. Hoodwink will probably still go down over here. Tries to run away through the trees. Gets pulled back by the Ka. Gets healed
This guy
up.
just-
Great save from the Ka.
Might not be enough.
It is
Going to
enough.
be... Oh,
Throwback. Baits out the Global Sense. Very nice. Like, even if it's not a kill, baiting out the Global Sense right now means that the Dire don't want to fight for like 2 minutes. And they even will
Right.
get a next kill with all of that. So really nice disengagement from the Radiant.
yeah.
and they take the mid tower first. So you know, considering they have no tower pushers, taking a mid tower so early on will provide a lot of space for the Anti-Mage, because now Anti-Mage, you know, can freely go into the enemy jungle, and they don't have an easy way to intercept them.
He's got Battle Fury plus 600 gold, so it's what, like a 13-minute Battle Fury or something. This guy's, you know, I'm still amazed at how great this is going and why Dire isn't panicking just a little bit more. I guess it's hard when this Earth Spirit feels like he's everywhere, right? I'm doing everything they can with his his Darkseer. Oh, and here's the Anti-Mage. Ooh.
This Ember Spirit has no mana left.
Oh. He might have enough for Slight. No.
Nice, he was coming into clutch. Darkseer almost died, but it's obviously worth it for the Radiant team. And especially considering, you know, most of the gold went to the Anti-Mage here, right? Anti-Mage.
Yep. 530.
Yep. Now, TB
so
is farming, and farming pretty fast, right? So that's scary that should be scary for the Radiant. They have Darkseer to counter TB. So we'll see how it works out.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still a somewhat of a counter Anti-Mage. At the same time, he still only has 1200 health as Anti-Mage, 1100 plus magic resist. The Darkseer is just gonna chew through the TB. As soon as Anti-Mage gets his Manta +1, I think it's time to go. Yeah.
And this Anti-Mage is very low. I would be very scared playing against Nyx at such low HP. Like it's, you know, obviously Nyx is nowhere near him, but still it should be pretty scary.
Oh, Tiny. Oh, Tiny
gets caught off, uses Avalanche in time. Another Global Signs whipped. 2 Global Signs in a row that don't result in a kill. Really good for the Radiant. You know, buys more and more time for the Anti-Mage to finish up his Manta, which is exactly what they need.
TB, he's coming top. Looks like he's gonna try for something.
Ember seen during Invis under the rune, gets caught in by the Tiny. Ka follows up, silences, lives in like 100 HP, tries to try around. Tiny goes down, almost goes down, but Mac saved him. Ka wants to keep following, keep going on, and he might went up a bit too deep for that.
A little deep.
Yeah, and he baited up an all-around good guy to go with him as well. Happens. They just got a bit overexcited. They knew that there was no global, but you know, they just went too deep. Still, like, it's not the worst. Like, it could have went better. It's not the worst. They still, like, 2 supports died and Anti-Mage is free farming. It's okay, you know. So for now, that's okay.
And Tiny got the kill. If they had Vision up there, I'm sure that fight would have been a little different, but unfortunate.
Darkseer almost has his axe. Will provide a lot more farm for himself and sustain for his team. They get the Tiny jump on the Nyx. Tiny gets doomed after he uses all of his stuff. Will still go down. No, he cannot survive on this.
Even worse, he's Arcane Curse, so he's constantly taking damage because he's also doomed.
Yeah.
Ooh, close. I can't tell if Johnny's toxic or not. No, they are. They're tipping each other. It's all good.
TB uses the form, but Anti-Mage should escape easily over here. Alright. What else is happening in the game? Are there any big items coming? Earth Spirit is farming BKB straight up. That's pretty usual for the Earth Spirits.
Doom just got his BKB.
Yep.
Snapfire is going Aether Lens. Darkseer's going Ags.
Yeah, he almost has it already.
I'm surprised that he doesn't just finish off Guardian Greaves or something because of the silencer, but he does seem to be the one taking most of the silences directly to the face. So
I mean, the punch is very important, you know, for the follow-up stuns and everything to his team. Like, the punch is a really strong axe, right?
Right. Yeah. Right. I'm surprised he's not more concerned about his own livelihood, but I suppose it's, you know, not as important as getting the actual lockdown that they need. And its stats, of course, so he will have more health and stuff like that.
They run
It's like
into silencer. The silencer should go down shortly. Yeah, he does. We'll stick around. We'll try to get a return kill. We'll get stunned by the hoodwink. Gets full up stun from Ka. Gets full up stun from the avalanche, and we'll go down for trying to engage over there.
Yeah, I mean, great layering of stuns there. So much damage and over so much time as well. So great job
Doom
from them
doesn't
to
have
know.
a blink or anything, so he couldn't get there in time. They were about a bit of an out of position. Nyx was nowhere near as well. Didn't have his vendetta up, so. Anti-Mage gets the Manta now, so the scariest part is over. He can no longer get caught off by the global silence. At least that's pretty big part. Now it's mostly the Doom that he's scared of. So it's getting easier for the Anti-Mage, right? The hardest part of the game is kind of over. The one that, like,
yeah, because it was so difficult laning stage for him, right?
No, but like as I said, like
right now,
yeah, between laning stage and when he gets Manta is the hardest part for the Anti-Mage.
Right, fair enough.
It's like SF and BKB and Anti-Mage and it's the same thing.
TB has a Scotty.
Yeah, really fast Scotty as well. Free farming all game long.
All right, this is looking like it's the game that we've wanted to see all night. So I'm excited. Everything's kind of shoring up to be an exciting one. Ember's only 800 off of his BKB. I think once they get this BKB, they'll probably try to fight into this Anti-Mage. I think that's been their big concern for most of the time. I'm surprised Silencer doesn't have more of a defensive item. I mean, he can get run down by Anti-Mage so quickly with even a 4-staff is not good enough. Okay, he went double Wraith Band.
I don't know why. I cannot tell you why. It's big silence. They're trying to protect Doom. Doom pops the BKB, turns around, stuns the Ka. I don't. He wants to not commit the Doom, so Ka will be able to run away. Uses the Doom on the. Okay.
Huge turnaround.
Sorry, I ran out of breath there. Yeah, I think it was the Axe reveal from the Darkseer, but wait.
Brutal. Yep, that was Axe reveal from Darkseer.
So Doom down, Global Sounds down, and they lost the fight. It's prime opportunity for the Radiant to continue pressuring the advantage in this game right now. Because like this is their timing, right? Dire strong ultimates, they're not there anymore.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay, Earth Spirit's BKB next item. Probably another 10 minutes off that or so, but
he's getting kind of close. It's not that far away. It's like Ka surprisingly but he has like 40 losses, but he found his farm. Like he has like 6 kills, 11 assists. He engages in like every fight, and he doesn't die that often. He's very good at escaping in the proper times with the rolling boulder. So I would say more like I don't know, like 5 minutes or so, even less depending on how many kills he gets in that time.
One thing I can't help but to notice is the farm on all of the. I was gonna say the farm on the Spatchcocked chickens looks lackluster, but at the same time, I guess Dire just does have fast farming cores. I mean, TV farms fast, Doom farms fast, Ember Spirit farms,
Yeah, like
fast.
Ember and the Tiny are kind of the same. Ember is ahead by a bit, but Doom will be obviously ahead of the Darkseer just by an 8. He has the Midas, he has the Devour. It's how the hero works. Hero just accumulates a lot of gold. Ka walks over ward, he doesn't suspect it, tries to go for the Nyx. Another global science comes out. Doom is really low, gets stunned by the Doom, and will go down.
They're gonna try to find this hoodwink. She's getting caught up by the remnants. There's the slide of fist into chain. She's down.
Yeah, really good ward just placed not long ago by the silencer. Caught off guard. They had a sentry nearby, so they thought they're safe and they had their own ward. But they got caught off by going a bit too deep there.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Anti-Mage has Scotty now. and he's being
Radiant's middle tower
being
is
pinged
under
out.
attack.
He needs the BKB next item. He wants. I don't think he needs to go for the Abyssal here. I think he needs to BKB. There's just too much on the Dyer's team.
Oh. Cuz confused. Because like I didn't go very far.
It was lucky because otherwise Anti-Mage was about to get cut off. Caught? Will he be able to escape? A last hit from the silencer comes there.
Almost. Oh, Anti-Mage seems happy. Farming. He's level 20. This guy's huge.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He's got 880.
You know, it starts to turn like in the Naga of game 1. He is farmed, but his team is starting to fall a bit behind. They have ways to initiate though. You know, last game it was a bit different for Dire, you know, for the Puppy Dogs, because their team was behind and they had no way to initiate. And this time they have the Darkseer there behind, so it's not that critical yet. You know?
Right. Just to give you an idea of how far ahead this guy is in levels, his XP per minute is 900. Ember's XP per minute is around 570, 580.
I mean, it's free farm Anti-Mage.
I suppose so.
My second most play here. You don't need to tell me how far an Anti-Mage is. Oh, run into Doomstun.
Huge vacuum.
Tiny gets doomed. Wall comes out, but it should not be enough over here. Anti-Mage tries to come to fight with them. Gets the kill on the Nyx, gets the kill on the Doom. Able to turn around a bit. Will blink away from the Terrorblade. At least Anti-Mage gets some return kills, but it's not the best. It's he can look to turn around here. Like this Terrorblade no longer has the BKB, so if he's like really.
What?
Why? He tried to catch him after Manta, because he used the Manta for the roots from the Emperor, and he tried to catch him out after that with the Global Sense, but it just didn't come enough. Like the cast time is longer than the cast time for the Blink.
Right. They know where Anti-Mage is. Oh, they're coming back for him. Oh! He has no mana. Oh, I guess he has a wand. Time to escape. He's trying to run. They have Sleight of Fist. They have the chains.
And he will get hit.
And now he really has no mana. Oh, never mind. Still has mana. He's going to just have to try to blink out of this.
No.
Oh, it's not enough. It's stun from Nyx.
He got a bit greedy over there, farming a bit. He didn't think they would chase him down.
Right. I have a feeling this game's going to come down to like an Anti-Mage ult onto the Silencer, and the Silencer's just going to fucking explode his entire team. Earth Spirit now being chased down by TB and friends. Yeah,
will go down.
Just one. No, we're gonna be more than
Tiny
enough.
used to call the BKB just to escape over there.
Brutal. This is looking hard.
Yeah, this Darkseer needs the blink. I don't want him to buy the Griefs. He needs the blink to be able to jump and punch people. They need this instant stun, you know, like they'll find the kill on the next gear, I think. But
maybe.
No.
Really unfun.
Yeah, they're deciding to go without the Anti-Mage. It costs them a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's supposed to be friendly banter, but like, it seems really cruel. What was it? The main MVP of that top fight, by the way, was the Nyx. If Darkseer had gotten that wall of replica off, it would have been. It probably would not have been so Dire favored, but because of the spike carapace from Nyx, it actually stunned Darkseer right after the vacuum. So great timing and great control by Nyx to prevent something that would not look very pretty for his own team.
This dude not putting everybody on.
Weird.
Oh, get out of mana. He has no mana anymore. Cannot cast the Doom even with the Soul Ring. It's not enough.
Oh, the Infernal Blade is taking all of his mana. Oh, now he's going for Silencer. Tries to dodge a stun from Nyx. He's not going to be able to get it. There's a huge stun from both the supports. Anti-Mage turns around. He's trying to do some damage. I don't even know where he is now.
They can go for this TB. TB has no Sunder and no BKB.
And there's no mana on Ember. Ember's going down now.
Now this TB is in no man's land. Can they find the
stun?
stun?
Find the TB.
No, they cannot.
First advantage!
Now,
didn't get an auto.
They have 60 seconds without Ember. This is a prime opportunity for them to go straight roach over here. I would expect them to just run towards there right now.
Right. Let's see it. What's the game plan? Now, if
That's
this is
not the
me,
game plan.
it's farm. Push your lanes. Oh. I mean, I said that as like a joke.
You said this is a joke, but I mean, the thing is, like, in that case, you need to make instant decision. Like, you either go straight up or you don't go at all. Like, you cannot hesitate. You know, if you didn't go instantly, you don't even try to go for Roche over that, because their team is not fast taking Roche. You know, their team is not the best Roche taker, and they don't have any like sword crests or whatever. You know, so.
Right. I think also the Roche is not super duper fast. I mean, most of Anti-Mage's damage comes from, or at least
Yeah,
currently
that's
comes
what I'm
from.
telling. That's why they needed to go instantly when like Ember was dead for 60 seconds, or not go at all, which is what they decided.
Right. I think. I mean, part of that is also if you go do Roche, you have to reset your entire, your entire team.
Yeah.
Because you're so low health and, I mean, maybe mana. Tiniest BKB. It's going Shadow.
I'm just
Blade
telling you,
next.
from my perspective. If I'm Anti-Mage there, I'm
right.
screaming like straight at Roche. Like with Ember, I'm just saying, yeah, we have 60 seconds straight at Roche. They're jumping on the Ember. Ember is able to pop the BKB. They pop the Global Silence. Tiny is getting stunned by the Nyx. They're able to turn around. Anti-Mage tries to jump on the Ember. Ember are able to dodge them around. Darkseer stunned by the Doom. Chain stun will go down. Ember low, no HP, will go down to the Hoodwink ulti. Anti-Mage gets doomed. Will go down.
Yeah, he'll get the Nyx at the very least, but this is not. This Silencer has 40 int stolen. Oh man, the Silencer's gonna get big. No,
Yeah,
don't go
they-
Hurricane Pike, go back.
Is under attack.
They missed their initiation on the Ember. They allowed the Ember to pop the BKB and run away, and then Anti-Mage blinked and missed his blink on him. So that's just unfortunate. Like they, you know, if the same plays made with Anti-Mage already having the Abyssal, I think it goes way better.
Radiant's bottom
But
tower is under attack.
once again, you know, they're. I don't like how they're not waiting that like 1,000 gold for the big item. Like with Anti-Mage, it's like a matter of like 30 seconds, almost at this point in the game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Brutal, brutal.
Dire's top tower
Yeah,
is under
this feels
attack.
like an Anti-Mage game, all right. Farms for 30 minutes, and then it's just so hard to get the job done. You have to execute so well. I think they're probably also waiting on just like their next items from a lot of characters. I mean, Tiny did have BKB for that fight. That was, oh, he's had BKB for a while actually. But I mean, Darkseer finally has Blink. I mean, Hoodwink is Hoodwink. We don't care about her. Cuz still trying to look for his BKB. He's almost there. He's like 100 gold off. And his Anti-Mage is kind of nearing max capacity. Kind of, not really. I guess he still has.
He has one more. Like the BKB is a big part,
Yeah.
and you know, he's still full item away from the BKB, so it's still quite a while if we get there. Terrorblade pops the Invis. We'll go into. We'll open up.
Oh, that's an early Manta from the Anti-Mage.
It's fine. Like they're able to escape. Like he's fast enough. Like if he doesn't get caught instantly, he won't get caught. This Darkseer though should be a bit scared.
Dire are
I
scanned.
think they're all a bit scared. There's a
Dire's
silence
Trying to
mid lane.
catch
They found the Anti.
Doom. Yeah, they don't have to Doom up yet, so
Stuns, they have the
should be
breaks.
able to blink out.
Oh, huge vacuum. Wall of Replica. They're trying to come with the stuns, but all the BKBs get popped in. Oh, Silencer gets fucking doinked. They have Doom in 1 second. They're not going to use it. They have more than enough damage. Oh,
Able to
oh
escape
shit.
on like 30 HP, very nice. Cobb will go down, and probably Oron Good Dad will go down as well, but that's fine if Anti-Mage survives over here.
Cuz running for his life, man.
Not enough, two crits, but it's not enough.
Let's say 2
I mean,
crits
altogether,
unlucky.
3 for 2 at this point in the game is not the worst for the Radiant. Meta is also down now, so Meta will be down for the most of the age duration over here.
Fortunately, it's still plus 1,000 gold for the Dire, and it's really not something you want to see.
Middle tower is under attack.
And they're already at such a large item advantage. Anything else is going to be kind of just insulting. Great stun from the Darkseer. Vacuum trying to get some damage on the Doom, and Anti-Mage is on top of the Ember Spirit. There's a stun. He's
Not
trying to
enough
burn
mana-
the
mana.
Not enough. I'd be careful. Doom has Doom, even if he has no mana. Silence from the silencer.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about. You know, Doom it's just too hard to play versus Doom as anti-mage when you know it goes down like 30 minutes into the game and stuff. They are able to get the first life of the Terrorblade, and Terrorblade is alone here. So if they get a sentry or something, they get TV pops the BKB, tries to survive. Ember is coming back.
The .exe. His Doom has like no resources. Run! Oh no, here's Silencer, everybody's favorite. Oh, that's not looking too good, man.
Yeah, this anti-mage wasn't just, you know, Doom is too hard, you know, with the war stomp into another stun. Like, it's, you think that Doom is about the Doom itself, but the Doom has like 3 seconds stun on top of that, you know.
Right.
Or like almost like 4 seconds, you know. So it's really hard for the anti-mage. Like, that's why I wanted the anti-mage to go with the BKB earlier, because the Doom is not just about the Doom, it's about the stun. I think
like
honestly, I think that's the biggest thing. If anti-mage went the BKB here earlier, I think he would do way better in those fights. Because a lot of time he died not to the, you know, not to the Doom itself, but to all the other stuff they have.
It's not quite over.
It's not over yet, but it's looking very dire for the Radiant. You know?
Let's go, Manor!
It looks very dire, you know, that's what I can tell you, right?
Alright. What are we looking at for items? Okay, Doom has an AC now. Ember obviously finished up Gleipnir for last fight. And more than enough for buyback. Silencer is living out his carry dreams with the Hurricane Pike. Surely Shard. Okay. Gem it is.
Oh, that's what Wraith Bands are for. For 25 minutes getting a lot of attack speed.
I suppose.
He gets like 44 attack speed from 2 Wraith Bands. So it's pretty valuable in terms of that.
44? Oh yeah, because the IG as well. Yep, I see. Oh, there's a normal punch from the Darkseer, but it's looking like a feed more than anything else. Now you're fighting 5 versus 3 as the TV wants to go high ground with Metamorphosis, or at the very least take your second racks. And I'm anti-mage. I'm a little scared about how this is looking. They don't quite have the damage to get through Doom with the AC, and anti-mage is taking so much damage. He's stunned up, he's locked down, and he's dead for another minute and a half. It's looking horrible now for Radiant. If it was looking bad before, they do end up finding the Doom thanks to Tiny, but all-around good guy. How have they not seen him?
He's hidden in the trees. He's very
praying for his life.
Yeah.
As he goes right into a creep wave. Do they turn around? Oh, yeah. Immediately the Silencer turns around.
Yeah.
Nah, there's no way.
Anti-mage doesn't have buyback. It's at least second lane, and they'll probably... I don't know if they'll go for Throne here. They're respawning, but it's these 2 lanes down.
I mean, they have BKB on Terrorblade. I suppose Meta's out in a few seconds, but who's going to stop him?
Lost tier 4.
You don't have enough damage to get through this TB. At the very worst, he just sunders, right? Oh no, they are choosing to exit. Wow. They're playing it so safe. And they're killing... All-around could kind of dying. They find the Ember. There's the vacuum punch, silence. Completely turned around.
This sounds... There's these global sounds. Like, after the first 2 whiffs, like, early on in the game, they were on point. Like, every time Darkseer tries to go in, the global silence is there every time.
This guy's playing so well.
You know, he rehabilitated after the couple misses early on.
Like it's happening ever again, I swear. He's only hit good ones. But it looks like Dire's just content to kind of choke him out of the map and finish it up in a very methodical fashion. Swift blink now for Terrorblade. So why Lincoln's for Terrorblade? Just so that the anti-mage can't ult you, or?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I mean, there is nothing else here, so.
Maybe so the Hoodwink can't, I don't know, give you extra magic damage or something. We have a BKB anyway. Do you really care? Uh-oh. Cuz like, oh shit. Oh, what a blink! What a blink from Logical. Oh, Anti-Mage. He's being seen by Nyx, and Terrorblade is slowly rotating over. Permanent invis from Nyx, so...
Yeah, they're just picking up them one by one. They're just too far ahead. Like, they will find this Anti-Mage now with a Blink Stun. This Anti-Mage looking very, very dead. He goes down.
He has buyback now at least, but he'd already used his Mantis. There's no way to escape from that global silence, and Ember Spirit's going in. He's trying to find the hook.
Escaping though from the Doom, so that's something. But
It's not.
It's obviously not enough to save the game for them.
Yeah, 37k gold league. It's about as bad as it gets.
Yeah. And the Hex for the Ember, you know, to top it off. As if they didn't have enough CC for this Anti-Mage.
They're trying to find this TV. They're so close. Oh no!
He was able to pop this Thunder over there.
Oh, Cuz trying to live. He might make it out unless the crits. No, he's all right. And it looks like Dire's ready to finish the game. Oh my gosh,
Really
there it
good
is.
to-
It's
finally the
first
wall that
wall
we're waiting for.
TV's dead. Anti-Mage is also dead. It's just them versus Ember. And oh, sorry, Silencer. I forgot. The Silencer's huge.
The buybacks are still there. So the
You know,
Silencer
Dire-
should be a bit careful. He will go down. He is not a true carry, you know. So the Radiant hold for now. They use
bit
a
of
couple
anti-sync.
buybacks, but
No, you know what's gonna happen? Fucking Rice Boy's about to go back in.
he does. Oh my god.
Oh. I saw him put the remnant down. I'm like, this is not
Dude,
good.
he's just having fun right now. You know, that's how having fun looks in Dota.
Should I be having fun too? Look at the game right now. Oh, okay.
Whoa, what is that interruption?
He's in the trees.
Well, having fun resulted in him dying. You know, like as usual when you try to have fun in Dota.
I think what they're trying to do right now is they're trying to win a morale victory. Like they've already won the game. What they're trying to do is crush the other team's spirits.
And considering the loser is out of the tournament, and out of the
Doesn't
league,
matter.
the moral victory will be already there, no matter what. If they are actually able to finish it up, you know, because they didn't win the game yet, right?
Yeah. That gold league has come from 37k down to just 30k, so it's a change. Nyx is going in pressing buttons, but Cuz
he's
also
going
there.
in alone. And
Okay.
he will go down, you know.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dire need
Can
to
Ra-
relax, you know, maybe get a tactical pause for a second, you know. I'm not suggesting anything, but maybe, just maybe, tactical pause, you know, go grab a drink,
Dire's middle
you
tower
know,
is
think about what you're going to do next.
Yep, I think you know, if I'm the one playing this game, if I'm TB, I send one illusion mid, one illusion bottom, then I send all 5 of my characters to top lane and push it in,
Yep.
and then take Roche. And
I mean,
I think
they will take the Roche. I don't think Radiant will be able to contest them. They have Darkseer though, so maybe in some world they can. They'll probably be just stuck in base, but we'll see. You know, the Dire. I think the Radiant, while Dire was still dead, you know, they had like half a minute. I think they needed to try to like just 5 mana to Roche pit and try to take Roche. Because if the TB will get the Roche here, I don't see a way for Radiant to win. Like, they need this Aegis. No matter what, they need to fight for this Aegis right now.
remember earlier in the game how I said, oh, Anti-Mage has 900.
Tiny
XP
is
coming
blinked
up.
on. Global Silence used. TV Form used. Wall down for the TV. This Darkster will instantly die in return. Doom in the middle of nowhere. Gets stunned up. Oh, Anti-Mage got caught up on the back lines by the Ember, and I think this should be the end of the game. He doesn't have the buyback. Yeah. GG's called, and Puppy Dog Esports are holding on to their tournament lives as they go forward in the lower bracket.
Dire victory.
I can't tell. Is Cuz toxic? I don't remember. I feel like Cuz toxic. I don't know if this is all jokes anymore.
I'm not sure, you know. I wouldn't be like, I cannot tell you for 100% if this is all jokes or not.
It might be like something you say with your friend. You're like, I fucking hate you, and it's like just like a joke, but inside you really are like very jealous of how well they're doing. Something like.
Alright, what will you sum up for the game 3 and for the series? What are your own thoughts for this?
Game 3, sum up, one team played anti-mage, and it was the exact anti-mage you'd expect in every single one of your pubs, where they farm, and at the end of the day, to no fault of his own, of course, he just couldn't get it done. There was just way too much to deal with him, and Silencer, surprisingly good pick. I didn't think it would be as amazing as it was, but it owned. It was absurd. Holy shit, they're actually going at it. They're these guys are actually going at it.
They are actually going for the
actually toxic. I can't tell. Overall for the series, I knew it was kind of the pretty much every game was the same in the sense that Spatchcocked Chickens had to execute. Game 1 they didn't execute. Game 2 they executed perfectly, and it was a super easy game. Like that's what happens when they execute correctly. Game 3, the anti-mage wasn't doing it. The tiny just kind of fell off.
I would say that Game 3 is actually different. I would say that Game 3 is actually the Dire executing like what they needed to do. Like, when you did that, Doom will have a bad lane, but he was able to recover. He was able to find his stride after that. So they played to their strengths, which is like they didn't allow the Radiant having a good start, which like when you did, they will have a good start to take them over, right? So it was really good on their part, like how they found the places where they could fight even while behind early on. They baited them on the ward, in the Radiant jungle at some point and stuff like that. I will say that, I don't want to blame anybody, but I think that Anti-Mage not going BKB in this game was kind of what lost them the game. Sensei Raven, if you'll see this, nothing personal, but that's just my opinion over here, based on what I see. That Doom was blink stunning, into the Infernal Blade every fight. It was really hard to play for the Anti-Mage's game, overall, really fun series. Even though most of the games were kind of one-sided for the most part, still it was pretty fun. And this game, it was actually kind of a comeback for the Puppy Dogs. So
I think it was awesome that despite the fact that Anti-Mage had an amazing lane and got off to an amazing start, Puppy Dogs was able to just hold on, bunker down and do what they needed to do to take care of business.
Exactly, yeah. They waited until they got their items. They waited until they got their 3 and then 4 BKBs, until Doom got like his shard, and all the good stuff. Their TB was pretty much uncontestedly farming for all that time and was on pace with Anti-Mage, which obviously played a big part as well. So, yeah. Well,
yeah. Good game 3.
Anyway, good to see you. Good to cast with you. I'm not sure, if I'll cast any of other games that might happen this week, but if I will, I'll let you know if you want to.
Yeah. As long as there aren't any games on, Friday, I should be. I can cast it.
I have no idea when the other games are. I know that one game is on Thursday, and I don't know about the other ones. So maybe I'll cast the game on Thursday. Maybe I won't. I have no idea.
Seems good. All right. Well, thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, no problem. All right.
Cool.
Peace.
See ya.